Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Happy Jack's RPG Network, folks. This is Happy Jack's Actual Plays. We are playing Mausritter RPG by Isaac Williams, and this is an all-original adventure called What About Bobs? My name is Artem. My pronouns are he and they. Listen, before we get started, I just want to say trans love, trans joy, trans happiness, trans existence, all day, every day, 24/7, 365, no breaks, nothing less than pure love, joy, happiness, all day, every day.
What?
All
the
day,
time?
every day.
We're real.
That's it. All day, every day. Mwah.
I
Trans
keep
love, love,
checking,
love.
I keep checking,
Mwah, mwah,
I keep
mwah.
checking. We are real.
Gang, so excited to have everybody here. Viewers, listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. We are in a very, very exciting time, folks. It's a very happening time in Mausritter. Before we get going, just because I think a lot of our listeners and a lot of our viewers sometimes, might miss the end and miss some really exciting shout outs, but this is just one of currently 3 ongoing super rad actual plays on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. Count them 1, 2, 3, right? 3? Is there more? 3.
I think it's just
it's three.
That's
Yeah.
plenty, folks. Okay.
I don't know. Math's stupid.
You should check out the Die RPG actual play in an adventure called Return to Perilous. That's happening on Saturdays. Look, if you've never heard of the Die RPG, pick up the graphic novel that this game is based on. We've all had this fantasy. What if my D&D party went into the D&D world that we're playing and could live out our actual fantasy characters? But then what if we went back to the real world and we're like, what is the meaning of anything? Existential crisis? That's the grand concept of the Die comic book on which the Die RPG is based on. So if you're into that existential fantasy, mind bending, check out the Die RPG right here on Happy Jacks. And right now on Sundays, brand new, ready for it? The Big Dragon game. Ooh, it's come to Happy Jack. That's right. A Dungeons and Dragons campaign of
I'm sorry, what?
Spelljammer.
Yeah, I'm like,
don't say it so loud. The walls will hear you.
Okay.
It's like someone pooped in church. Oh my god.
the ghosts of
I can't believe it.
but Spelljammer, the adventure is set in Spelljammer. The adventure is called The Astral Circus. It is just kicked off. It's on Sundays. It's incredible. And just a little teaser for those of you who are considering it. For those of you who played a little hit game called Baldur's Gate 3, The Astral Circus picks up kind of at the conclusion of the events of Baldur's Gate 3. It's sort of a kind of an alternate ending, an alternate epilogue. It's very rad. Astro sailing through the astral plane, through the
great
astral
stuff in
speed,
that game.
sci-fi
Sailing through
fantasy
the
meets together.
astral
It's like the
plane?
vibe.
They're not just sailing; they're caravanning.
Oh, they're caravanning. That's right. Yeah, listen, caravans, boats, flying through the air. D&D Spelljammer. That's what's going on. So we got
one of the 3 best casts in an actual
Oh,
play.
it's so good. It's so good.
Definitely
It's so
one of
stacked.
the 3 best.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Current shows, 100%.
Y'all,
listen. Bangers, bangers, bangers is all we're trying to say.
Bangers all the way
Okay.
down.
So Saturdays we've got bangers all the way down, folks. You heard it
No,
here.
but what about the mash? That's
Oh
new
boy.
merch.
All right.
Match
Yeah,
is next
on the front it says bangers all the way down. On the back it says, but what about the mash! Exclamation point. So that's Die RPG on Saturdays, Spelljammer on Sundays, and right Sundays, yeah,
Yeah,
all
Sundays.
over the place,
Right?
and us on Tuesdays.
No, not Sunday.
No.
it's
No,
a
that's
Saturday on the
Saturdays.
schedule.
Saturdays.
So okay, hey, listen, go to happyjacks.org to get a full schedule. Don't listen to me.
We don't know what we're doing
Don't
other
listen
than
to
the night
me.
we're here.
I'm just wearing cool earrings. I don't know what I'm doing
That's
here.
true.
What is time?
Well, anyways, folks, welcome. Let's get into Mausritter. Let's strap our mouse ears on. Let's wiggle our whiskers. And let's introduce the wonderful mice adventurers. Mausritter is a little hero whiskers and swords game where we play tiny little mousy creatures or mousy adventurers in a world that's way, way, way bigger than the mice that inhabit it. In fact, there are very few things that are smaller than a mouse in the wild. Our adventure's set in a world of the Fairwilds, and our adventurers are from a little settlement called Bobvilla. Speaking of our little adventures, let's introduce the cast, folks. Let's start. You know what? Bam! We're gonna start in the middle.
gosh.
Yeah, we're bouncing around today.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai. I use he, they, and she pronouns, and I'm back tonight playing Bob and Lure, who uses he, they pronouns. He is our river mouse, and he honestly Had a really good time wrecking shit.
Hell yeah.
And also, he's not a whiskers and sword guy. He's a whiskers and hook guy.
Hi, Captain. I'm
Sick.
going
Okay.
down that river.
You go next.
Okay, hi. Hi. I was like,
Are you new here?
I do feel that way tonight. I definitely, I don't know if I just emerged from my nap today, even though I woke up a few hours ago. I don't know. What day is it? What time is it? Just kidding. It is time for us to play this game. I'm Terry Gamble. They, them pronouns, playing Bob, SACQS. SACQS. I can even say it today. That's fun. Bobby Socks, AKA. He, him, and, you know, he's a fungus farmer and, you know, really focused on that. But also, did we fall in love last week? With Jeremy Renner?
Yeah. You
The
did.
mouse, Jeremy Renner?
You found
Yeah.
love in a very hopeless place.
We really did. It was a moment. It was a time. I'm still in a little bit of the afterglow. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit like, delightful. Thank you, Artem, for creating love when we needed it the most, I think, in this world right now, because that's how we get through these times, is creating love with our friends and families and, you know, the people that are nearest and dearest to us and the mice that we also love.
Beautiful notes.
Incredible. Okay.
Oh, hi.
God.
It's me, Mario. It's not really though. Hi, I'm Joey. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Bob Hope, who also uses he, him pronouns. And I am just a little mousy guy who's on a big adventure who learned how to do a fan dance with plates. New trend. Pick it up.
Yeah, and how? Oh my.
Big fan.
Debbie Allen's got nothing on me. Let's go.
Bring it. Last but not least.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Bob 303, who also uses he, him pronouns. Bob is an experiment mouse. We're pretty sure.
Yeah.
He used to live someplace dark that he doesn't remember much except in horrible dreams that he commonly wakes up from in the mousy fetal position. But he's finding he's trying to find his little tiny bits of courage as things are going along, because he's got Steve to protect now. Yeah, it can all just shatter at a moment's notice. So we'll see what happens. But,
And in the game.
yeah, that's true. That's right. You know.
Well, folks, what can we say? It's a hot little time here with these little mice. Well, let's do a quick recap. Everybody, close your eyes and imagine you're seated around a lovely magical fire with candles magically lit and hovering in the air, and a whole host of cutesy witsy little mice babies and their micey parents are all seated around. And they're seated before a stage in which a very familiar figure is reading from a big old tome with a confident hand, flips through the pages. So yeah, as I was saying, that year the bold and brave Bobs made their way to the village of Jeremy's, and well, heck, wouldn't you know it, there was a jamboree on, and well, I myself sure do diggity love me a jamboree. But these Jeremys, well, they had been partying a little too hard, and when you party, hey, kids, you gotta party responsibly. Now, these Jeremys had been dancing for days, and our very curious and very, very clever Bobs, well, they started asking around, and, well, they forged some connections. They met Jeremy Renner and Jeremy Allen White, and Jeremy Sisto, and Jeremy Irons, and believe it or not, Jeremy Lynn was there too. And if they asked her out, they found out that something had transpired in the village of Jeremy's. Something had bewitched it, and that the band had been playing the music that had been controlling the party, forcing these poor Jeremys to keep dancing. Ooh, and they shimmied, and they jelly rolled across the floor, and they were exhausted. And the band kept playing and kept playing. And you hate to see that at a party. The DJ really needs to know when to switch it up and when to take a pause. And really, sometimes people just need. sometimes mice just need a little time out. Not for these Jeremys, but our clever Bobs. Well, they made their way over to the band to see what, and they discovered that the band was a group of possums.
They were playing possum.
These possums were playing some some powerful, potent, and toxic tunes. Well, the Bobs, of course, they never shy away from trouble, and they dove right in and they overwhelmed the opossums. Well, and that's where we pick up with our little story right now. Well, little kids, little Bobs and big Bobs. We pick up just when the Bobs are looking at these possums and asking them, "What the heck are you doing here with the Jeremys?" And we kind of fade from that image that comes to us from the future. In the future, somebody's reading about the tales of these four wondrous adventures. And now in the current events, you guys are on the stage. Before you are tied up the opossums, so you've tied up in kind of different areas, which I think is very clever. That the classic, put interrogations happen in different rooms,
Yeah.
so they can't sync up their stories. Great, I love that. Everybody here has watched some CSI. Awesome. There's groaning, moaning, and crying coming from the dance floors. All of the Jeremys are days. Hard to tell how long they've been, but days into non-stop dancing. They're exhausted, fatigued, and that's where we pick up right now, as you are tending to the danced out party Jeremys, the partied out Jeremys, and trying to decide what to do with these possums. Over to y'all. What do you want to do?
What do we want to ask them?
Oh, it seems prudent that we'd ask them anything about this owl wizard, who she is.
Yep.
And why did they want the Steves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They keep bringing up the Steves in a very uncomfortable way.
Menacing.
Steve.
Menacing is a good word.
Yeah. It felt very, very menacing because they wanted to root them out somehow, and that didn't seem right.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know also how long they were here, because that could give us a better timeline for whatever the heck else might be coming.
Yes.
I don't know.
And perhaps they might know what happened to our Steve.
Mm.
Why he can't talk
We
anymore?
shouldn't tell them we have a Steve, though.
Oh, definitely not.
No, we'll just
We don't call him our Steve
No, we'll just say that we encountered a Steve.
along our journey.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right.
We probably shouldn't tell them who we are either.
So what do we want to be?
Should we could have, like, fake names?
We could be the Gertrudes.
The Felixes?
Oh,
I like Gertrude's. It's a
We could
good
be the
name.
Gertrudes.
Then
Fun
I just want to make sure they don't try to come after your boat or anything after that.
Yeah. She's tough.
Okay.
Amazing. Great. So we want to find out about the owl. We want to ask about the Steves and our Steve. Also, time frames. What's up? When did this start go down? Also, there's like a ton of information you guys picked up last week. Is there, along with that, is there some stuff we want to just kind of discuss real quick that y'all, or what stood out that feels like be prudent right now along with this? You guys want a moment to think about some stuff? Great.
What do you got? What do you got? What do
Well,
you
we
got?
can also we can also just dive right into talking to the possums if that's what y'all are feeling like.
I love that they're consulting the oracles. They're looking at the notebooks right now. I love it.
It's a good moment for that, because the Jeremys, as much as the Jeremys kind of want
Yeah.
to be involved, they are wrecked, right? And so
Yeah.
even though
They were not helpful. They were trying to just help each other out and like feel better because they were, depleted.
they were totally depleted, and also just to sort of remind y'all, Jeremy Irons and Jeremy Lynn had made it to the stage.
Yeah.
And we're about to share something on the mic, but once the band stopped playing and they had
Oh
had
yeah,
their
they probably
refill,
have something they needed to say.
they're just like, they're also kind of like
Yeah.
reeling on the floor right now, but they're up here too.
Can I give them some rations? I have some little magic rations too
Yeah,
to
I
make
think
them feel a little bit better.
I
So I
think
think I
that'd be
gave
great.
some to Jeremy at my Love of My Life Renner, from what I recall, but I still do have quite a few left.
yeah.
I'm happy to give at least one to Jeremy Lynn over here to find out what the heck he was gonna have to say, because I think they were compelled, because if they had to speak the truth, they had to do it on the microphone, from what I remember.
Mhm.
So I would like to find out what that truth was,
Yeah.
because I'm sure it's probably not something that needed to be broadcast to the whole.
Yeah. If there was like
Party.
a Steve hiding.
Okay.
Mhm.
So ask what's the deal, Jeremy Irons and Jeremy Lynn?
Yeah.
and that's great. You can totally feed them. I think that's perfect. I think like mechanically, not to get too into the weeds, but like they've been dancing long enough that they had started taking damage to their hit protection,
Yeah.
and so like their like stats have been getting
Depleted,
dug into as
yeah.
well, and they're like full of condition. So at least this would
Yeah.
bring up their HP,
Yeah.
so they could be like a little bit better
Breathe
off.
and
But
talk
they
a
still,
little.
but they still
Aw,
need a Betty bye bye. Okay.
rest.
All right, so we've got all that stuff. Whew. So how shall we proceed? The possums are in 3 different
Yes.
areas. They're tied up and they're going. Oh, untie us! Is uncouth. We are critters of refinement and art. We are fine art critters. You are besmirch us with this treatment. And our instruments, the pity, our instruments are gone. Oh my. Do it, untie us. They're both exhausted, but seemingly, I think you could tell that they're feeling a little outmatched. So how do you guys want to approach?
I think I'm going to approach. I think the one I was fighting, because there was the bass player, there was the drummer, and then
You
there
had
was
the drummer.
I had the
you had the
drummer,
drummer
yeah.
because you put them in the drum,
Yeah.
and you tied up the
The
bass
rhythm
player. Which is
guitar.
I
Yeah,
had to
yeah,
play
yeah.
guitar or whatever. The police.
So I'm going to go up to the guitarist, and I'm just going to do my best to look the way my father looks at me when I'm in trouble,
Ooh.
to try to get him to start talking, like, because when he looks at me like that, I start trying to explain myself and why I shouldn't be in trouble, and then accidentally say too much,
Oh no.
and then self-incriminate. So I'm kind of trying to do that, get him to self-incriminate at least a little bit.
Cute.
I love that. In this moment, what what memory of talking to your dad that you're are you channeling?
So there was a moment when I was playing in the forge when I shouldn't have, or not in the forge, the leather working,
The
the leather forge.
the leather,
leather
you know,
forge.
where you forge leather, the leather shop. And I picked up a tool that wasn't a sword and was using it as a sword, and had accidentally stabbed through a piece of leather that he was working on for a customer, and so there I was,
Ruining the merchandise.
slash for the merchandise. So I was standing there with the poker behind my back, standing in front of the piece of leather that is completely destroyed, trying to hide as much as I can, and he's just staring at me. And I just start like trying to explain what happened, and there was a bug, and it came in, and I tried to squash it, and then this happened, but it wasn't my fault because of the bug. Well, where's the bug? I don't know where the bug, but the bug got away. But then another bug came in, and then a ghost. Like it was that kind of
Incredible. Fantastic. Wow, this is a very potent memory, and I think I'm gonna award you a duck. We're gonna add it to our supply. We're up to 7. Initiate thin, and so hold on, just a second.
Yeah.
And is everyone else? How are we doing this interrogation? Are we doing one at a time, or is everybody kind of splitting up? What's everybody thinking?
I mean, Bob and Laura has his heart set on scaring that drummer more.
That's right. Okay, good. Cool. Okay. And the rest of you, are you guys into the interrogation? Or are you
Yeah,
into other stuff?
I'm happy to interrogate.
Love that.
I mean,
okay.
because my love of my life is busy,
True.
helping his friends and family.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly support that. I love you, Jeremy Renner, and I'm gonna interrogate as well.
You know,
I do
he's just a
believe-
small town mouse.
Yeah.
You know, he's just trying to be a good man.
Just a small town mouse hanging in this Mausritter world. Okay.
Perfect. Okay,
Mhm.
so you do you want to go off with Kai to interrogate the?
Yeah, yeah. I thought I had a
Not
person
caught
too,
with
but yeah,
Laura,
I'm happy to do that.
Right. Are they? Is everybody doing? It sounds like everybody was doing a.
Are we doing
different-
individuals?
possum?
I don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So you'll hit the drummer.
Yes.
You want to hit
Bang that
the?
drum.
Are you're doing the guitarist?
Yep.
All right. And
It's, and you're the
Singer, right? I have the singer.
And then I'm gonna like have Steve over to the side
Keep him out of the.
to keep
Yeah.
him like.
Away.
Yeah, I've become protective of Steve.
yeah.
Oh, I love
And then
this
then if I see if anybody like looks like they need help or opossums getting uppity, then I'll
Then I'll decide whether I run
I
or
love
do
that.
something in this heat of the moment.
Show your slingshot again to the thinger.
I just
Okay.
didn't. I was thinking like, should I just intimidate and just go through like. But I don't think I don't think Through would do that. He would
No.
like I would think of that.
Yeah.
But I think he's just like, oh, gotta protect Steve.
Baby boy.
Yeah, and as you keep distance, also, since Socks over here helped out Jeremy Lin and Jeremy Irons, those two are kind of coming too.
Okay.
So, they're kind of aware of you and they're mildly looking at the interrogation that he's doing. So let's get into dun 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 dun. It's very Law and Order. So here we go. Spotlight on the rhythm guitarist.
Bob Bob.
Boom boom. You're giving him that. You're giving that stare, the dad stare. Yeah. Let's give me a. I think give me. What would you like to? I think give me a will.
Yeah, let's do Will.
Yeah.
Come on, you're better at this. Hey, that works. I got a 10 out of my 13.
It's fantastic. So you approach, and describe that stare.
It's
level.
just a kind of wide stance. It's my full Bob Mousy height, which is not much.
Nope.
But it is enough.
Get taller, get taller, get
Right?
taller.
Make myself look bigger. Actually, what I might do if there's any kind of like box or anything, like any kind of like something they're using for like a riser on the stage.
Sure.
It's a matchbox.
Yeah, it's real. But just one of them, not 20.
Just one. Sure. There's an amp made out of a pine cone.
I love it.
I don't know how it works, but there it is.
I'll take it. But
Cool.
I will stand on that and just arms crossed, looking down at him, waiting.
And as this opossum is saying, unprofessional, churlish, uncouth, and the gall, and he sees you, just gulps, goes, hey, take it easy. All right. What are you're looking at me? Come on. I was just, I'm not the guy in charge. Hey, don't look at me like that. I was told to do a thing, and I came here, okay? We were all a part of it. You can't pin all of this on me. Hey, what kind of court is this? Hey, this guy's crazy. I start to sweat.
I love it. Then who do we pin it on?
Well, ah, yes, I see. Something you want. You would like to know who to pin it on. Yes. Well, if I told you, will you release me from my shackles?
Why do you think I want to know? I'm trying to help you.
You're trying to help me.
If they decide to pin it on you, that's not going to go well for you.
He starts
So
to
who should we pin it on?
He sweats
instead?
even more. Hey, listen, look, I just been playing guitar all my entire life. I just always wanted to be in a band. That's all. We're trying to get some gigs, you know. You don't have no idea what it's like out there. The opossum industry is so hard right now, okay? There's no gigs anywhere, all right? Everybody's got a thing. So, okay, somebody told me, hey, to play this guitar, and I did. And then, when we all play together, the guitar is doing stuff. The crowd loves it a lot. So, I'm just playing music, man.
With the big brass bass?
And who gave you this instrument?
Well, I mean, the wizard, of course.
And where is this wizard?
I mean, look, I don't know if she'd really like me telling you about it. To be honest, I'm a troubadour, I'm a raconteur. I'm rocking around the Fairwilds, I was given a guitar, and then they said, go jam, and I was like, okay. I'm here to jam, all right? I don't want to get anybody... I don't know. Look, I don't know if she's still there. She could be anywhere, right? She flies. She could fly. That's crazy.
You need to tell us where you found her, or where she found you.
He starts like looking around.
They know. They're not going to help you.
He does his little possum growl.
Puffed up chest, just...
What assurances can you give me that she's not gonna come after me? You if I'm gonna do this for you, again, I'm just doing a job, okay?
And was it your job to do whatever you did to the Steves?
Well, I mean, they're. Hey, we just play. We play the crowds. You know what the fans do. That's up to them. I mean,
And what did your music make the Steves do?
look, the Steves are very important to her.
Why?
Something about, magical mushrooms, magical mice. They're like her. I don't know. She calls them like her subjects. I don't know, man. I just play the guitar. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I said too much. Damn it. He says,
I'm sorry, that was too easy.
Him.
he goes, oh, damn it, Bubba. Done it again, Bubba Lay Michael. Bubba Lay Michael. You
No!
You're just supposed to sing. You're not supposed to talk, Bubba Lay Michael. Oh, damn it. And we pan over to the interrogation that's going with Lore and the drummer.
Yep.
You know, my son gave me a fun fact about opossums.
Oh
I
yeah.
told him about that. When they play dead, they also emit an odor that makes them smell
Like
like
they're
they're
dead?
dead,
Yep.
which
Like
I
they're
did
decaying?
not know.
I've rescued
Yes.
a possum before. They smell rancid.
Yeah, but they just do that too. They're like, "Oh, I'm playing dead, and boy, do I stink like I'm dead too."
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Their
really
babies just do it.
Yeah,
Oh, and my apologies. You were talking to the rhythm guitarist.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
not Bubba Lay Michael. That's obviously Bubba Billy Thornton.
Of course. It all makes sense.
It
It
all,
all makes
it all
sense now.
adds up. But rest assured, Bubba Lay Michael is in the band. And
Oh my
let's
god.
head over to the drummer. God, I'm such an idiot.
He's gonna be my lead singer, I already know. It's okay.
Bob and Lure is a big mouse.
That's right.
He's still not the size of a possum. Even if his personality is vast. He approaches the drummer and with his big hook arm just kind of like lumbers forward all spookily. It's too late.
What?
Your friends have already turned on you.
Well, that's impossible. Opossums are the most respected and what did they say?
Singing like a bird.
No. Is Bublé? Is Bublé singing? Not Bublé. Ah. Okay. Oh, fine. All right. So then, if you know everything, what do you want? What are you asking me for?
They're pinning it on you.
On me?
On you.
I
They're saying you're the real band leader.
what?
Yes.
Well, I do keep the time and the rhythm. I mean, they're not wrong. You really can't. You can't do without percussion.
And he walks closer and kind of taps the drum with the side of his hook
Okay,
arm.
I see. No, I didn't mean it like that. The drums are important. I would say the most important. But in a band,
Every drummer ever. I'm so
I
sorry.
know.
I'm so too.
yeah, he like keeps. They grit their teeth like. But as far as I guess band logistics go, like I guess I'm not in charge. But
They
like,
said you want the Steves.
me.
Yes.
What the heck am I gonna do with a bunch of squeaky mice?
What are you going to do?
Hey, I'm just hitting the time. I'm keeping the time. I'm hitting the cymbals,
Listen, friend.
tapping the snare.
This
okay.
drum will float for a little while, but don't make me send you upriver. Just tell me what's going on.
Upriver? No. You want to go downriver. You don't want to go upriver.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, you don't want to go upriver.
Why not?
Is that a trick question?
No.
Wait. What do you know about going upriver?
I'm a riverman.
Oh, he just sweats a little bit. Oh no.
Me and the
Oh,
other
gosh.
Gertrudes. We came upriver
Yeah.
and found you stirring trouble.
You were in the water?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Dang. He tries to get comfortable in the drum. Think bubblicious. Think bubblicious. What are you gonna? Okay. All right. Fine. I'll admit it. I'm not in charge. Whatever. I'm not in charge. But it's the owl. The owl told us to play this gig. Okay. We were trying to score some gigs. Listen, the possum industry is so hard to break into right now. Okay. They're just like everybody's got a thing. Okay. Look. Those instruments. We're playing those instruments. That's
I
us.
believe you.
Yeah. We're a good band.
But
Oh, are you?
you're only
Sorry.
good musicians. You were here to ruin the Jeremys.
No. I look. Maybe we got a little carried away jamming out. We were told that we're just gonna be.
Look at them.
And he points to the crowd of like writhing, sad Jeremys.
Let me give him a morale check. Not great. Behind the screen, they have a will of 6. So that's why they play dead all the time.
Yeah.
He didn't pass it. Oh no. Our music is supposed to inspire, and stimulate and excite. You know, we're great for kids parties, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras. You hire us, we're there. You know, luncheons.
Wait, you know people that live that long?
Well, that's the dream, really. You know, that's what they say in the possum industry. You gotta dream big, you know. They're always saying, you know. You're like, yeah, man, if your song can reach a quinceañera, you're really doing something right. And if you can play at a quinceañera, you really made it.
So tell me,
Are you a musician? You seem to have a lot of questions about the way this industry works.
tell me,
Yes.
so that you might one day play your quinceañera.
I'd love to play a quinceañera one day. Just let me out of this drum.
Bitty bitty drum drum.
Yes.
What were you doing with the Steves?
The owl wants to find all the Steves that escaped.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they got away. There's something with the water.
What's wrong with the water? It seems sad.
Look, the owl is like crazy. She's seen a lot. She knows stuff you wouldn't even begin to imagine.
It's those big eyes.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, or the wingspan. I mean, it's just impressive. I don't know. Is it the eyes? It just, sometimes she says stuff that's like, whoa, I didn't know that was relevant, but that now clicks. That makes sense. You know, she'll talk you into just agreeing with her, you know, like nothing.
Your friend did with the microphone.
Well, look, I'll be really honest, okay? We've been really working. We've been trying to cut a couple of, you know, like singles that we can really make popular and kind of travel around and you know, get a little bit of following. But it's hard because all the possums are all really, really talented. But now they're all working with the wizard, and the wizard's like hooking them up with all these different, you know, stuff. So it's like, how do we get ahead, you know? And when she offered us these instruments, we're like, whatever, yeah, I could go for a new drum kit, sure, you know? Like, I wore out my bass drum pedal, like, ages ago. Suddenly we're playing in a band, the fans are loving it, you know, everywhere we go, people just can't stop dancing. So, yeah, it's like a perfect gig. And she told us just to play here and keep asking if they've seen the Steves. And, yeah, and then the rest is just like, we're just, I don't know, in the flow of the music. I didn't realize... Ooh, I guess I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I mean,
How long do you think a mouse can dance?
a week?
How long can you dance?
Uh,
You can start by showing me.
what? and of that we
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh my god. No, no. I want to see you dance.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Damn. These are some heated
Very
interrogations.
different
hard.
interrogation.
Okay.
Hard.
You're
Yeah.
and Bobby Socks. You're eye to eye with the one and only
You
Bubba
heard,
Lay Michael.
yeah, I knew it. I had a feeling that I was gonna make some bad buble. I got nothing. All I can think about is you ruined my home, you know, and it's not beginning to look a lot like Christmas anymore.
Mhm.
All right, the holidays are over. The Jubilee is over, and you mess with the one I love, Buble.
Hey, listen. Just hand me my mic over there. We could get the party started.
No
problem.
Oh no, no.
What's
There
the
will be no more
matter?
parties anytime soon.
You don't like to party.
Not particularly. No,
You're missing out.
never been a fan, and the last few I've gone to have been pretty awful. Quite honestly, there's like a lot going on out here.
Are you saying we throw a bad party?
Yeah.
Come on, give us another shot. Just give me that mic.
No.
I'm sure we can turn this around.
Wow. You were just as bad as I thought. Maybe worse. Sorry. Hi. Okay, as I was saying, and I'm gonna like regroup up, channeling the power of Jeremy Renner, strength.
The love of Jeremy.
Yeah, you know, I'm channeling that. I'm gonna try to like do my best and turn back around, like puff up my little my little tiny pecs compared to Jeremy Renner's like beautiful mouse pecs he has.
Bubble's like, what are you doing?
I lift, bro.
Wow.
Do you?
Lift.
Only a microphone, huh? Not
Yes.
enough. It's not enough.
I think it's plenty. It's the instrument of the stars.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about exactly when you
You're-
say that?
I'm sorry. Your traps are like kind of twitching. Are you doing that on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah, I have control.
cool?
Absolute control over my body, over my thoughts, and over my emotions.
Amazing. I have fabulous vocal control. That's something we have in common.
That remains to be seen. No,
You
I don't
see-
want to hear it again.
You see, they're like like you just demolish them. They're like, well,
I mean, honestly,
it's always nice to
honestly,
meet
you know,
a fan with who gives us honest feedback, and I appreciate your candor.
okay, honestly, what it is it's song choice for me. You know,
Okay,
it
yeah.
comes down to that.
Okay, we can work with that. Yeah.
A lot of the choices y'all made pretty bad, mostly typical. Kind of, they felt like they were pretty obvious, and I think you guys could have dug deeper. But that's just from here. So what? It's me at karaoke literally last night. No lie.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Judging people who sing the same song every time. Just pick a new song, okay?
No, they have their one song.
I'm gonna give
I'm gonna need some new material.
this possum needs to do a will save
Yeah.
because this is honestly to be just to say this is literally this mouse this opossum is exactly the thing this possum doesn't want to hear.
Yeah.
Because these are played out songs. These are not original.
None of them were good.
cliches,
No,
you
they
know?
were all like, I
So
mean,
funny.
you know,
That's a nat 20, and in this game, that
that's the opposite of good.
this opossum kind of just sort of heavily sighs and goes, "Man, we've a little lost our way. We've just been trying to break into the industry. Just, God, it's hard in the possum industry these days.
Yeah, it
No
sure
idea.
is. I have a feeling.
Just want to have an authentic voice, you know? You want to say something."
But then you play the same songs that you've been playing for years and years, over and over, again and again.
We just did what the owl told us to do.
The owl gave you the playlist? Gave you a set list?
Yeah. Why? Well, of course she did. I don't know these songs.
Was that part of the party planning? Oh, so then why would you give your voice to these songs that you don't even like?
I mean, the owl's kind of, paying for the tour.
How much were they paying you?
Tons of shiny things and baubles and lots of. Well, she's saying that eventually pips are not even going to be necessary because she's going to make sure that everybody's on a currency that makes sense for all the critters.
I was like, reach over, yell into the void. Hi, I'm back. pecs strong again.
Yes.
Ugh.
And as a reminder to our listeners, pips are the currency in
Yep.
the world of Mausritter.
Yep.
Oh, back to the interrogation.
So, what do you mean? So she's saying that there's going to be one coin to rule them all, or some sort of
One coin to rule them all.
new world order that she's proposing?
Whoa. Whoa. Are you a lyricist? Those are like good names for songs. New World Order. One coin to rule them all.
Yeah, I'm aware. Those are also New World Order is also a band that already happened. They have a really great song, New Order. Sorry, Blue Monday, similar. That was yesterday. Today's a new day. Please don't make that song.
Okay,
Please,
no,
please
fine.
find something from yourself. I feel like I'm gonna patent that so you don't take it.
Look, look, man. I am I'm an opossum who sings. I've got the voice of an absolute angel, a warm, fuzzy, cozy angel.
It's
I
very,
know
it is
that.
very cozy.
Thank you.
Um,
And
just unfortunate it was wasted for this.
look, okay, I got the criticism. I understand. You don't have to rub it in. You know.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just need you to know
Yeah.
you hurt all these Jeremys out here with what you did.
And-
Look at them.
And they're looking out there, and they seem like genuinely perplexed how to feel about it.
Do you not feel bad that all these mice are in absolute excruciating pain from you guys playing for so long and making them party? Or were you compelled, like they were, to
Well,
continue on?
Hey, you know, all I really ever wanted, all of us, we just wanted to like play like a big crowd, and
How can I tell if he's bewitched or not too? Is there a way for me to tell?
do you know? I mean, it could be. You can definitely do like a luck roll. Let's just do
Okay.
half and half.
What am I rolling?
Roll a d6.
You know,
Okay.
he's bewitched when he tries to sell you bitty coin.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Do you see my jaw?
Yep.
I made the mistake of watching a little bit of news this morning,
Oh, yep.
and
Uh-huh.
I was
Nope.
like, wow.
Yep.
Wow, I need to take a nap for 4 hours. Okay. 2.
Pretty good. He's, as far as you can tell, these are genuine feelings. This opossum, I think you can tell, is like a musician
Mm-hmm.
who wants to play and rock out to a big crowd.
Mm-hmm.
This was a big crowd. They just kept playing because they were like, a crowd is like loving our stuff. And it seems almost kind of innocent because it seems like
He got caught up in like the adoration.
the adoration. Also, it seems like he's never experienced this before, you know?
So did you not realize? Oh, you didn't realize they were forced to dance to your music.
but
It didn't have to be. The playlist was set
Yeah.
not because it was good, because clearly we've already established. So sorry.
They're not. Look, I don't know these
No, no,
songs.
no, I know.
No, I'm serious.
No,
I've
no,
never
no,
heard
no.
them before.
No, no,
Oh.
The owl gave me these songs.
So this, whatever was, were the songs picked to maybe mesmerize the mice specifically?
Well, I mean, I do think a little bit of the artistry is probably mesmerizing.
Okay.
But-
you
but
know
no,
what?
no,
You
no,
know
no.
what? I'm gonna give you that.
Okay, thank you. But yes, to your point. Sorry. To your point. Terrible is happening to the mice, for sure. For sure, bad. I
You
like
don't
to.
feel bad, do you?
No, I like to think that they were genuinely enjoying us. I like to think that. But I do know that all of the opossums have been given some kind of a thing, you know, to like help them get ahead.
I'm sorry. What have they been given to get ahead?
Well, like they all have a thing. Like well, there were 2 other opossums. They came here with us. We had like we had backup dancers, and but we like gave them a tambourine that really doesn't do anything. We just like felt bad for them, and so we had like a backup dancer with a tambourine. We had one with like a pole with like flags on it, like kind of like tossing this, like doing
Okay.
rope stuff. It doesn't
Yeah.
do anything, but like they just like hang out, but like people watch them, and it's not anything. But when people listen to us, it's incredible. So it's like, how do you compete with somebody who just has raw talent versus somebody who has raw talent plus like really solid instruments? I'm just saying, some of the opossums have some other special stuff. Okay, it's just
So what's the special? Are you talking about something that you've given some sort of food or some sort of substances, maybe?
yeah. Some of them have some of them take supplements. You know, I'm not one to judge.
Supplements. Understood.
Some of them have.
Can you show me what these supplements are? And do you have any on you right now?
No, I just have the mic. That was just it. That was my thing.
So you weren't a supplier. Which one of your possums was a supplier?
What?
I said, and I do like my best. I do my best, like Jeremy Renner. Like I'm in a movie, like he is, and I'm just like
My pecs alone was
my hair, like all of a sudden, like it's like flowing in the wind.
We'll tell you
behind
anything
me.
you want. We just
What do
want a
you
gig.
mean?
We just want a gig, okay? We just want a gig.
I understand you just want a gig.
Yeah.
If you want to continue to gig,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to know who your supplier is
The
and
owl.
where he,
The owl.
is that the person who gave the drugs to the supplements to everyone.
Yes. That's that's why we all come to her, because she helps us,
She's
perform
the
better.
oracle for the party. Got it.
Sure. Yes.
Where can I find her?
Man.
Oh, you're gonna have to tell me, or else I'm gonna let everyone know what you're really made of.
And this one's also kind of looking around going, what did the other guy say? And at this point, we pan over to 303, who is observing all of this nonsense. And I think you are overhearing all of these bits of conversation if you're
Right.
dropping in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Steve is standing next to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think a bit nervous. I think just
Right.
seeing the possum seems
Right.
to be having an impression.
Steve.
Yeah, squeak,
He points at the opossums.
squeak,
Right. It's like,
squeak. It mimics you, makes the axe with his fingers.
Right.
Axe, yeah. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
and then
Bob.
Yeah, you point at yourself. You clasp your hands.
yeah.
Yeah. And Steve nods very, very affectionately, and then kind of just like with both hands grabs your tail. Little
Okay.
tail.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I overhearing all the things that are going. 303 looks for the mic that he shot his thing
Yeah.
through.
Mhm.
So I don't know, because I want to see if did that destroy it? Did it just knock it out of his hand? Like I
So-
want to try to find the microphone.
Yeah, so actually you have it what it looks like is a magical item, and it's this water lily. That all of the petals kind of like they all fell out. But they didn't like get ripped or torn or disintegrated. There's just almost like this thing fell apart into what seems like dozens and dozens of pieces. Like you could put the petals back together, and maybe if you can put them all back together and get them all to stay, maybe this thing will function again. But it doesn't look like it was shattered or something beyond repair. It looks
Okay.
actually very intentional, and it still has like a little hum of glow to it that lets you know that it's definitely magical.
I want to
Do it.
scoop the. I gather the pieces,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then he's gonna start trying to tinker with it to
Yeah.
see if he can figure out where the pieces go.
Great. So I think this is kind of like a cool little thing that I think you need a little just like time to mess with, and I will just have you roll. Okay. Not to make it overly tough, but I think as you're trying to crack into it, give me a will save. I know it's a tough one for you,
Oh no.
but it is what it is.
So worried.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, Dad,
All right, awesome.
I'm already stressed. It's
No,
okay.
it's
You're
good.
gonna
I
be
have
great.
disadvantage. That's
Okay.
good.
It's
Oh, you're
good.
currently at disadvantage.
I'm
Goodness.
drained until I take a full rest, which, by the way, everybody, is a week of
Yeah.
not doing.
Oh, I
anything.
know.
Yeah.
We debated staying back home
Yeah,
so that you
yeah.
can have it.
We
but,
might have to like hang out here in Jeremyville.
I mean,
We'll see.
there are worse places to
I
be.
mean, I don't think I'm gonna mind if we stay in Jeremyville for a while.
I rolled a 2 and a 4,
Oh,
so I
How
make
are
it.
you?
the
Oh my
dice
God.
said
No.
yes.
The dice said yes. I make it
Just
at
in
disadvantage.
case.
This is incredible. Okay,
That's wow.
here's the deal. Oh my gosh. Explain to us, describe to us what about the sacred geometry of this water lilies makes sense to you.
Right. So I think as he's putting it together, he starts and he's just kind of stumbling, but does this fit here? And he's trying to think about what they actually look like, a lily and the whole thing. And then he almost starts moving automatically and enters into almost this like fugue state, whereas he's not consciously doing it, and it's the meme where like all the numbers going by
Yes.
as some repressed, unbidden
Mm,
part of whoever he was that he doesn't know,
mm-hmm.
like unconschiously surfaces, and his hands are just putting it together.
He's
until
in that ADHD whirlpool of focus. Okay, I feel
yeah. And then he just kind of like,
I was calling this out.
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, and he's just like,
Love
1,
that.
2, 3, 5, 8, just
Yeah.
13 just going, and then he and he's like Fibonacci'd it,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Incredible. So the way this is going to work is that you are figuring out how they all fit, but it is a little bit like, right? Like at first you're looking at it, you're like, what is happening here? And then you realize like, oh, it's almost like, oh, then you realize like, oh, it's a 500 piece puzzle.
right?
Okay, things could connect somehow. Oh, these are shades of things. So roll 2d6 and pick the lower of those two numbers.
I rolled 2 1s.
Oh,
Damn.
you win some, you lose some, Bill.
Damn!
Right.
Wow! Bill on a roll here. Okay, so so long as you have a little time to yourself and you spend a watch, I think you're gonna not only figure out how to fit this thing back together, but I think you'll figure out a way how to get the magic back in.
Okay.
Oh
That
my
is-
god.
You are
He's just over there with Steve,
it's a magical mouse.
Like- keeping everybody out.
Yeah.
Waiting for the backswing on
Steve is like fascinated with what you're doing. Oh, squeak, 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 squeak. And you hear, clever boy. Yes, charm. Very, very befitting. You're a smart one. I could tell right away.
Listen, P. Watcher, back up.
Oh. No hard.
You were kind of creeping me out, by the way. I'm not used to people watching me go to the bathroom.
Oh, I understand. I sincerely apologize. It was not my intention to make you feel uncomfortable. I thought perhaps that's what you're. Well, I like that toy you were playing there with.
Why did you want to talk into this? What were you going to say, Jeremy Irons?
Well, I hope you won't find any hard feelings, my friend. As you can see, we've all been dancing for quite a long time. And well, you don't age as fine as I do without having a tough skin.
Truly.
I know.
The tougher the skin, the deeper the scars. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just wanted to help the
The
Jeremy.
phantom thread he wove from here to there.
I was not
Incredible.
Well, how were you going to help the Jeremys? What were you going to say?
Well, I'd noticed your friend over here. I overheard you speaking to the sister over there, and I heard the squeaking. I recognized it right away. It's one of those Steves, isn't it? Well, if the Possums wants a Steve to help us to stop dancing, why not? Help many at the cost of one mouse.
And he finishes it. He's like,
Forget everything.
and he sends it through the thing at him to see if it's working.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
There's so since it hasn't been a full watch,
Right,
you do,
yeah.
There's like a almost like a glittering like span of dust comes out, and it is like a little wisp that almost like moves towards them. For some reason, I'm thinking like Prince of Egypt, like the weird spirit that
Oh,
right,
yeah.
scariest scene in all movie history.
Yeah.
But then it like, and Jeremy Irons like, good dear God, and then it pulls back because it like it's
Right.
not quite active.
Weird.
And he puts it back and he starts working on it.
Good trick. Very nice, very nice. For the viewers and listeners at home, I don't know how to do accents, so this is
Untrue.
Yeah, you're doing a
I'm
great
sorry.
job. I know exactly
Can the
who you're
viewer and
being.
listeners
Right.
at home know that you're
I'm
incredible?
I'm
It's
Jeremy
absolutely
Irons.
giving the mood. It's
Yeah.
giving the vibe.
You are
Far
laying
enough.
the scene and the scar situation, everything.
Stop.
As a person who plays with people who actually don't know how to do accents, you're doing great.
I'm right
Calling out
here.
those people.
Oh, they do it to themselves.
I'm right here.
It's so good.
It's a neat
And-
trick there.
Is English your first language or second?
So far, my second, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Third- great.
Third, I suppose.
I
'cause
don't
I've got
know.
Ukrainian and Russian under my
That's what
belt.
I'm saying. Yeah, shut the heck up. You're doing incredible.
My goodness.
That's
I'm
like-
bad at taking compliments,
Okay,
listeners.
anyway, sorry.
I'm being received.
I'm still...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy Irons seems very impressed. Thank you. You are all very kind. Jeremy Irons seems very impressed with this microphone, and is eyeing you very carefully.
And he's very 303 is very focused on trying to put this thing back together, right? But he's like that corner of his eye aware of where Jeremy Irons is because he does not trust Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
And he says,
So, I don't know if we're going to be here for a while or not, but if you try to hurt Steve, it won't go good for you.
Fair enough. I hear you loud and clear. We'll say these possums, I wouldn't trust them much. Our leader tried to talk sense to them. They weren't having it.
Where's your leader? Maybe we should talk to them.
He's gone, I'm afraid. He got tore up from the floor up.
Oh. I'm very sorry to hear that.
It was somewhat his fault, I have to say. It's, Jeremy Piven is that way. He'll talk numbers and contracts and deals, percentages, and the Possums, they were, well, you know, they're in the talent industry. They were very keen to hear about royalty fees, etc., exclusive deals, etc., etc. And then they were very keen about, Jeremy Piven was pitching them on investing in their own music studio. Said we could find you a piece of property. And then he started talking about something called escrow, and they were not having any of it. The Possums hate crows. Let that be a tip, my young friend.
Well, don't think I'm going to talk to the possums. My friends are doing that.
Smart. You're smart.
But you're gonna stay away from Steve, right? Because if I flare up, then I'm gonna tear up or something like that. Is that how that goes? You prime it, sort of. And
Fine. I see you've got your priorities straight. Well, I'll take my leave then. And he very feebly stands up and starts to walk away off the stage.
I'm sorry, we are not keeping it together. I need the people who are listening are not seeing us literally all fall out of our chairs almost in the whole studio. That was incredible, you two, both of you.
it's Jeremy.
What No, you're all playing off each other like nobody's business.
303 is cold as hell.
Yeah,
y'all.
awesome. That's a badass mother
go.
effort, like for real.
You got 303 in your corner. Feeling good.
That's what you don't want to make no
When
enemies
he's
with
not
303.
because it's just it's like a binary.
Yeah.
It's like fight or flight.
On or off.
Yep.
Before we pan away, Steve, as Jeremy Irons saunters off feebly off the stage, and Jeremy Lin is also there holding his hands, but we'll get back to him. But Steve kind of squeezes your tail a little bit.
I don't feel it because my tail's dead.
Oh, he tugs it a little bit more.
oh,
Squeak, squeak. Steve?
oh,
And he points to Jeremy Irons.
And he'll point to the opossums.
say,
Huh?
Steve's.
Steve's.
And points to the opossums again.
Steve's. Ah, wizard. Wizard.
Grabbing motion.
Oh, the little visceral
that is
reaction.
a
Poor little
terrific.
Steve.
That is a great owl face.
And then he points to Jeremy,
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
to Jeremy Irons. He says,
Steve.
and then makes like a
Nah.
to the opossums,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then he points back at Jeremy Irons,
Makes with like he's
like
talking
he
with his
would talk.
hands.
We talk to him,
Points to Jeremy
Right.
Irons from the Opossums.
right? Like the trying to get across. They would like he was gonna talk to them. Right.
Oh, okay. Yes. I think he's following because as soon as Jeremy Irons had mentioned Steve's earlier on, his ears picked up and he started paying attention. And now that you kind of looking at that, Steve says, "Squeak, squeak, Max," and it's the first time you hear him say something that's not Squeak, Squeak, or Steve.
Max? Max?
And he rolls his eyes like, "Max," and then he looks and says, "Max? Squeak, 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 Max? Squeak, 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 Max, Max,
Max?
squeak, squeak,
Yeah, I heard it. I heard Max.
Max." It seems he's able to say Max, but he's saying Max, rolling his eyes and pointing over to Jeremy's.
Okay.
And I will just sort of do a little throwback that
Right.
it has been mentioned that the Maxes are annoying.
Yes.
Quote, unquote.
That's canon.
That
Just so you guys
little
know.
Right.
bit. Let's boom right in the heat of the interrogation. Bubba Billy Thornton, the rhythm guitarist, is looking at you. Okay, listen. Well, what do you? Come on, man. Okay, what's the deal? What do you want?
I want to know what you were planning on doing with these Steves.
We look, like I was saying. You take the Steves. We
Take them where?
to the wizard. All right.
And where is the wizard?
I'm saying this for your own good. Don't go looking for her. There was a place where we possum used to just like hang and kick it and jam and brainstorm collab, do all that kind of stuff. And she just like she made water. She made water covered everything. Okay? So we don't when she tells us to do stuff like we do it because we know what she's capable of, and she's kind of hooking us up with sweet instruments. So it's like,
If she's capable of that, then someone has to stop her. Because if no one does, she will do that to other people. Other mice, other possums, other creatures.
I mean, I take your point, but like also, there was this like old song that she had us learn called "Live and Let Die." Pretty sweet. Like I could really shred on that. And weird. Like, it was a waltz song. Never heard of it before, but it was pretty good. And it's like, yeah, you could just live. You can live with the owl. Maybe the owl is just in charge, and like then you don't have to worry about it, and then you just let things go. I think that's the point of the songs. Like if she's in charge, she's not gonna hurt you. So just.
Until the owl turns on you.
But why would she do that?
Because why do owls do anything?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Well, I intend to stop her.
And
And by doing so, I can help these people. In turn, I can help your people. It all helps everyone. Getting rid of the owl helps everyone.
we just want a gig. We just want a gig. We don't.
And who will you play to after she's destroyed all of the towns?
Hey, man, everybody likes music, right? Like, everybody's gonna listen to music. So some owl followers will ask some other. We can learn some more old-timey tunes. Fine. You want us to show you where to find her?
Yes.
You got me tied up. You got us all, dead to rights. We need some assurances, man. Because you can just leave us here tied up, and at least that way we'll know, hey, the owl's not going to do something crazy to us. But if we show you where the owl is, that's going against her. And like I said, I'm all about that live and let die stuff, Live with the owl, let die, whatever, So what do you say? I mean, sweeten the deal. What do I get out of it? What do we all get out of it? We're a band. I want to make sure, the rest of the plain possums are cool.
If you help us, if you show us where this owl is,
Okay.
and we succeed, in saving everyone from this owl. Sounds like that would be a pretty good story to make into a song, don't you think?
Oh, I see what you did there. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need a new axe. I'm gonna definitely need a place where I can record. Like just make a record of what I'm doing. Like my memory's not great. Where I can practice. I mean, yeah. Can you like?
You need a squire.
We need like a space to jam. You know. Also, we want gigs. Yeah, talk to the other guys. We want gigs. That's what we want. You know, whatever. We can practice on the road, but we want gigs. You get us gigs. You could be our a manager. You could be our manager.
A manager?
As you say manager, we went over the Lord.
Wild.
Perfect.
So squeezed in his drum. This what is this? Bubblicious.
Yeah.
Bubblicious is thinking to themselves, I don't want to hurt any of these mice. I promise. Okay, we just wanted to jam out. We've always wanted to have a big crowd. That's it. Okay, we just wanted to have like a big concert and lots of fans and dang.
So your solution was to work with this owl.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, this owl seems to be making a lot of trouble. For me, for the Fumis, for the Maxes, for the
Delilah's.
Lilas, and the what's the name of the pit? The Joeys.
Mhm.
And he'd be hard pressed to find eager mice listeners if they're all dead.
Yeah, no, you make a really good point for sure. Well, I just want to, I keep want to rocking out. I just want to be on the road.
Sure.
I want to find places to play. Also, honestly, this band is all right, but I also kind of want to have options. I don't know.
You might want to go find the Bens. They're moles.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Beautiful
Oh,
singing voices.
nice. Yeah, I'm very open-minded with music and
And I'm
stuff.
sure they'd like your beat, so long as you're not making them dance to death.
Okay, look, my drums are broken. Okay, that microphone is broken. There's nothing I can do. Look, okay, mistakes were made. Okay, we got really ahead of ourselves. We've never really had like good gigs. We've been the laughing stock. Everybody's like playing possum, like how original. But I said no, it's playing possum. The P is silent, and then they were all like, which P? And I'm like, which P do you think? Like, what, you gonna silence the laying possum? You're not in a band. You don't get it. It's tough making a band.
I mean,
A band name? You
try naming a boat.
have a boat.
How do you think I got here?
You got in the river.
Yes.
You shouldn't get in the river. The water is all crazy. The owl's doing something crazy to the water.
Where is the owl doing something crazy to the water?
They really don't want to tell us, do they?
Just, man, this is a tough situation because I want to ask you to give me protection, but you're like, oh, you heard all these mice, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I'm the dick. I understand.
Where to find a new band. And if you go there and you help them,
Yeah,
we'll be square.
and the owl's not gonna find out.
They live underground.
That's perfect.
They're moles.
That's perfect. Okay, yeah, she's in the air. They're underground. Perfect. Okay, I can work with that. So deal?
Deal.
And we pan over to Buble Michael, who is having a real come to come to Buble moment.
He's bubbling
Jesus.
over, if you would say.
Yeah.
He's feeling good.
Oh.
Yeah. So
He's not having the most holly jolly time.
he's not. No, I think he's perplexed now. He says, "If you let me out, just protect. Just. We just don't want to be. We just don't want to be discovered by the owl." And you're right.
You want to be discovered by everyone else, though. So okay. Oh,
Yes.
Got
For
it.
our own music. We'll stop playing these
great.
weird old
I'm
songs.
gonna need you to maybe write some other things.
Yeah.
And maybe something. Can I just give you a suggestion?
Okay.
Now, have you ever heard of the artist way? So the thing about it is you want to really find your authenticity and really create something that's authentic to you and speaks the truth. Now, when you do that, that is where you will find your success. It may not always result commercially
Yes.
with fans, but you will have integrity and be able to sleep at night knowing that you were creating something that is authentically yours. So I'm going to recommend that for you.
Okay.
Now, some
And is
artists,
this like a?
it's a book, but it's also a program you
Oh,
can follow.
Oh, I thought it was like a road, like artist's way. That you walk down.
Absolutely. It's kind of that, though,
Artist's
metaphorically
Road.
speaking. Artist Road. That's what it is.
Wait, a book?
Yeah. Yeah.
He kind of like thinks to himself and goes, "Huh.
Uh-huh.
This is weird. There's a near where the owl is,
Yeah.
near the water. There is there's a castle with a library. Got a lot of books. That just reminded me. We tried to ransack it, but it was crazy. It had all these. It had a lot of enchantments. I thought it was maybe the owl was testing us, but then we realized, oh, we're like in real trouble because a couple of the opossums just fell down these like pits, and then strange creatures came out of the corners. It was terrifying.
What kind of creatures?
They looked like critters, but translucent and spirits.
Like ghosts?
Yeah,
Others
probably.
past?
Yeah, it was this castle full of ghosts and next to the water. But that library was amazing.
I'm sure that
Maybe
library
they,
probably held that tome I spoke of.
yeah, maybe they have the artist's way there.
Yeah.
Okay,
They probably do, but the thing about it is when you make that kind of art,
right.
that's where you're going to find your most success.
Oh my god. So honestly, weird circumstances, but like I'm on the same page. Hey, how about
Ooh,
that? Right?
I think we were supposed to meet up. I think you're right.
Yes.
There's no accidents here.
I'm sorry about the mice. I really am.
You were honestly a pawn in a scheme, so I'm not going to fault you completely on that. And I understand your ambition.
We're just very anxious. Opossums we're just very anxious.
Understood?
It just
Speaking to the choir right here.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it's been a day.
Maybe I'll write a song about that.
Honestly, that's the kind of thinking, the work I'm honestly hoping you'll do.
It's like if I speak it out, it suddenly is like, oh, I can
Don't you
handle
feel
it.
better?
And like maybe somebody else can relate to it too. You know, maybe somebody else is also dealing with this. Right?
Incredible. That's
know what?
I'm talking about.
You know what? And although he's all tied up and stuff, he's like,
Mm-hmm.
take this playlist. I don't need these songs.
You sure don't. I'm absolutely going to take that playlist and study the heck out of it and see what the heck, and figure out if there's frequencies, BPMs, whatever the heck it is that's supposed to be
So-
part of those.
I'm loving this. This is like,
Yeah.
so I love how serious these situations are. So the opossums, as you guys can tell,
We're trying to leave them better off than we found them.
they're kind of starting to turn a little bit. Let's before we I think jump back to see how we plug in 303. Let's just go over things we know about from the opossums and what the next moves might be with them.
I mean, Lore wanted straight up info on where the owl was. That was the end of that was everything that was left.
Mhm.
The water's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we learned that they were given instruments by the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
The Steves are the owl's subjects.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that is feudalistic or scientific, we'll find out.
Porque no los dos.
Yep.
The owl is crazy. All the opossums are working for her. The water lily microphone is magical. That's more three things. The leader of the Jeremys tried to reason with the possums, and that did not go well. He is gone, aka tore up from the floor up. The owl is near the water. There's a castle at the library that's enchanted AF.
With
Pits
ghosts.
and strange creatures, translucent critters, maybe ghosts. So we know kind of the owl may be found near the water.
Mm-hmm.
But also the water is dangerous.
It's also
Yeah,
probably
also
why we
that
got the
the-
rumblings because we're coming through the water originally.
Well, and also that the owl even flooded the possum's home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has mad control, so that owl gives a damn.
Oh, Terry has to leave, actually. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
All right, Ben, let's play us out. 2, 3, 4. Okay. I wanna-
So take the photographs.
Anyway, here's one to see.
Great. Okay, so these are fantastic. Anything else we want to add to it? The possum's home was also flooded by the owls. The Steves, Steves are some subjects. Instruments. Water is weird. Where's the owl? Somewhere near water. There's a castle at the library.
And the owl wants all the Steves back.
Yeah.
Right, it's like trying to collect the Steves.
Yeah, she's on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've gotten out somehow from whatever experiment.
Right.
was
To get
Yeah.
the Joeys. Or at least that Joey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or
At
this
least
Joey.
a Joey helped.
I mean,
Oh, I
the
love the
Joeys.
Joey.
Okay. Let's jump over to 3 or 3.
Okay.
All right. Tinkering with this mic.
Mhm.
You kind of realize you're gonna have to sit on it for a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I think this is gonna take me a while.
We'll just pause for a moment to see whatever all the other Bobs are doing, where they are in their various discussions.
It's really funny, yeah.
I think this is still gonna take. You can't understand me. Okay.
Do I feel like I can pause for a minute, or do I need to like?
No, you can pause. I think logistically you'll just need to have a little
Right,
time out to
right.
be able to do it. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll take everything, like what he's completed, and the other person can kind of put it in his
Mm-hmm.
pack.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, he sets his torch aside. He's like,
Okay.
he takes the torch out.
Yep.
And has the water lily mic
Yeah.
in there.
Very cool.
And says, and then it's like,
That's Bob's.
and so I'll take Steve over to where the rest of my crew are, and I'm like, because I know this is going to take me longer than
Very good.
that, and it
Yeah.
seems like there's a lot going on, so
He joyfully accompanies you, so you head on over to join the rest of the gang. So, yeah, bring us into who you engage with first. And
I'm gonna to the one who is the singer.
yeah,
So I'd be like,
How did that microphone thingy work?
you have the mic.
It's broken.
Oh, shame.
How did you make it work?
But as we discussed, I don't need it. I don't need artificial amplification. I've got the pipes.
I'm sorry, was the mic enchanted and was it helping the singer?
Yeah, I think it has
Okay.
a magic thing.
So we might have to have a little more discussion about how the artist's roadway could help you. It might have been you might have been aided by some magical forces. Additionally, or for your amplification for your voice.
But I'm a stunning
Could
singer.
I hear you just maybe you just give us a little bit without
Just casual run.
a little casual singing, maybe something authentic for you.
Just a run out of your pocket.
Sure. And he like looks at the playlist.
Yeah. No, not from the playlist.
Oh,
From you.
okay. Oh, wow, on the spot.
Yeah. It's like we're on a show, like X Factor or something. Okay, go for it.
The X Factor.
Yeah. I want to see if you've got it.
Sure. Anxiety. I'm feeling so much anxiety.
That's not bad.
I'd like
but I
to be
don't.
free of this anxiety.
Okay.
Can't
okay.
stop this anxiety. I'm doing it. I'm making up a song about the way I feel.
You know what's interesting is that Dochi, Grammy Award-winning artist this last week,
Love Dochi.
is on a song called Anxiety and
yeah.
has a big proponent of the artist way. So incredible work, bringing it back around for our ADHD
fuzzy
brains, gorgeous. But I'm gonna say it might not have just been your beautiful tones
He's being
that
very
won over
ugly.
the crowd, but that was very nice.
He's like
That
buzzing.
microphone definitely did some work.
How did you make it? Did you just sing into it? Did you have to like think something?
Or did you have to take any
'Cause we
other
could hear you.
supplements?
It was really loud and things like that. How did that work?
Well, the way that the owl described it is that so long as she said, make sure that every party's got a lot of snacks, and most importantly, water chestnuts. And she said, like, those were the best banger snacks for the party.
So she
Okay.
cursed the water
So
chestnuts.
so
Okay.
how did that make the microphone work then by having food and water chestnuts?
Well, quite frankly, I think it's just people get a little more pep, and they just want to keep partying, you know.
Okay. I need you to look at me.
Yeah,
I need you to focus.
we were eating the water chestnuts too.
How did the microphone work?
You were eating the water chestnuts too?
Yeah.
So you've been staying awake this whole time as well and taking breaks only when the mice took breaks?
Well, we eat a lot of chestnuts. We are able to carry a lot of sustenance in us at a time. Yeah, it's good for trips and for long journeys. You know, when you're a gigging band, like you're on the road all the time, you gotta like stock up. But hey, man, I'm telling you, I just sing into the mic and they dance.
So you didn't have to do anything, trigger anything, think about something. You just sang into it and it worked.
Well, I think it works best if people are eating water chestnuts. That's what the owl told me.
Did they eat the water chestnuts before you started singing or after you started singing?
Oh yeah. We made sure they all ate water chestnuts. That was like
Okay,
like a
okay,
rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you have any water chestnuts?
No.
Well, I think my singing is pretty good with or without the chestnuts, but you know, that's the boss's orders.
Do you have any of these water chestnuts here? Are they special water chestnuts? Just any run-of-the-mill water chestnuts?
Well, when we came here, we brought a whole bunch with us, and then there's like a really, really good, like kind of hot chef in this village, and he was just making them he was really making them last. He was making a lot of water chestnuts.
I just got really thirsty.
Yeah.
Chef.
And he seemed to like he really liked the chestnuts himself. I think he was just like a big fan, and he was trying out different ways to prepare them. You know, he said something about like a chestnut quiche Laurent.
So he has the remainder of your water chestnuts.
I think so. Yeah. Look, man, this is way more complicated than I had expected. You know, I just wanted to hit the road, sing my beautiful pipes out, and have a lot of fans. You know what I mean?
So, for someone who wanted to hit the road, you sure were here singing for quite a long time.
We've just never had like this big of a crowd before. It's like intoxicating, you know, when you like just have all of these fans and they keep like dancing and singing and they're all partying so hard, and it's just, you know, and it's you're doing that, and it's, I don't know. Have you ever been in a band? Do you perform?
No. No. I can dance though, apparently.
Yes. Yes. Okay, you get it. All right. It's, I don't know. Well, if there's a different way to perform, I don't know. It's taken me hard. It's taken us a long time just to become good at this, and I don't know if you guys didn't come along, I guess we would have just kept playing the music and.
Well, everybody was dead.
What? I don't think they were. No, man. I don't think they were gonna die.
Look at them.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually.
But they're not eating the water chestnuts right now. And when they eat the water chestnuts,
They
they feel
can't eat
good.
anything right now. They're too exhausted.
So,
What happens if the water chestnuts run out?
and he like looks around. He looks at his like buddies as well. He's like, can somebody can somebody bring me some water chestnuts? Would that be okay? Can someone feed me some water chestnuts? I'm starting to get my anxiety's starting to come up again. Anxiety, feeling so much anxiety.
I don't think that's a good idea. Because how do you know they loved you and not the water chestnuts?
Yeah. Well, I'd rather not think about that. I'd rather just have some water chestnuts. But a cool point, dude. Can you bring me some water chestnuts? Because this is too many things blowing my mind right now. Okay. Anxiety.
I'm gonna give you. I've already given out rations, but I feel like I'm gonna give you one sweet little buble.
Help me get out of this
Just,
WC
I
hole.
think, I think right now you're coming down from your supplements, quote unquote. And hey, it's gonna be okay.
Okay. What is
I
this?
hope.
What is this stuff? What is this food?
Just something to calm your nerves, take the edge off, so to speak.
All right.
Just worried about you.
Pure feral possum. And to that point, the two possums that you guys are dealing with, they kind of as they're just hanging out, as they're talking to you, they kind of like unceremoniously just go, bleh, just throw up a little bit.
Oh no.
Are
You?
there any more chestnuts left?
Maybe.
No, honey.
You
don't want those.
You're right.
They're starting to like feel like a little feral.
Pokes him with the hook arm.
I need chestnuts. I need chestnuts.
You need them.
Yeah, I'll tell you whatever you need. Just bring me some chestnuts.
How about I give you this? And he pulls one of those perfect grains of rice out of his pocket because he only ate one.
Okay.
Mhm.
How about this?
I love that. This is so random. Can you
Yes.
roll? Can you roll a d6?
Yes.
All right. On a 1 out of 6, Jeremy Allen White, just across the room, sees you giving your rice to somebody else. And again, this is
It's a 3.
okay, but it's in your hands. If you wanted to spend a duck to make Jeremy Allen White see it, you could. I'm just saying the option is there is that Jeremy Allen White is really about the food that he makes, and he does make his rounds. And I
That's
think
true.
there's like, but as a roll
He's
right
got
now,
a thing he wants to watch you eat it.
Yeah, I
as a
think,
roll he
I
missed it.
think we gotta give the duck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need him to see it.
okay.
I'm very invested in Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White, famous food voyeur.
Also, we need him.
Yeah.
I would like to watch him eat anything he wants as well.
You hear, wait!
Oh.
Hey! And, like a perfectly, like, just like solid toned, muscled arm goes up, a paw. Hey! No, I got something for him. You
Not
keep that.
chestnuts.
No, you keep that. That's for you. That's special for you. That's my special.
It is very special. You don't get any. He points to the possum. Puts it in his pocket.
Yeah. Don't give it to them.
Not chestnuts.
Okay. No, I'm kind of I'm doing a triple double right now, so I gotta stay on the chestnuts until everybody's.
I don't
you
know what a
taken care
triple double is, but all right.
of. So when you do
Yes,
it,
chef.
it's when you do a double 3 times in a row.
What's a double?
Oh,
That lets us know how long they've been at it. So did you get that, Matt?
double shift. Just been
So it's 3 days.
Okay.
It kind of looks back to back and forth. Like the curls are effortlessly immaculate.
Yeah,
The eyes are
stupid.
And then like
strikingly
the perfect little
blonde.
drip of sweat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Ugh,
And just
by
like
the temple.
like kind of gritty and gritty and weird, but still kind of tasteful tattoos all
Yeah,
at
yeah,
once, He kind of looks. He's like, yeah, probably like 3 days. Probably I don't know, maybe 3.5. Yeah. But I'm still going. I gotta we gotta provide for the folks here. Yeah. Listen, just
So you're aware it's the chestnuts. Did they tell you, Jeremy Allen White?
I figured it out once I ate it myself
Oh, because you're a chef.
because I'm a chef.
Love
What
that.
chef?
I understand. I get it. I too.
Well, it's like perfect for the party,
I mostly procure mushrooms, so I understand.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can work with that. Yeah. Yeah, I work with mushrooms. Sure. No, I can. Anyways, it's not about me.
They're hungry.
Yeah, they're very hungry. Listen, these possums. I don't know what they told you, but when they came through here, they're pretty nasty with our leader, Jeremy Piven.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I don't know what they did with him. It seemed like they messed him up, but his body's nowhere around here.
Jeremy Iron said he got tore up from the floor up.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah. That's right. Tore up from the floor up. Yeah, I'd say that. That's
But his
pretty
body's not
nasty.
here.
Huh?
His body's not here.
No, look, I mean, I watch what people eat. I watch how people eat. I study it. These possums did not eat Jeremy
All
Piven.
right. Oi!
But there were 2 other possums here with them.
Where did they go?
They scampered off after the Steves.
There were Steves
There
here?
were Steves here, yeah.
Lure fully yells at his drummer. Where's the leader?
Though we talked about it, I mean, I keep time. That's important. Rhythm is everything.
No, you know the truth. Sorry.
What, of the band? Of the leader of the
Maybe,
band?
No, the
maybe instead of
Jeremy's.
talking to the drummer, you should talk to one of the musicians.
Whoa.
Shots fired, and I'm here for it.
You just see that possum go. He gets totally feral.
I hear the cymbal sounds because he's rattling around in a drum.
Let me out of this
For some reason, the whole drum kit is
Ouch.
Jeremy Allen White looks over Bob 3 and goes, damn, this guy's cold as hell.
clever, warm, really good at finding rocks.
Mm.
Good to have in your corner.
I just feel like I've been switched on and I've got to get these answers and we've got to protect the Steves.
Right on.
Where are the Steves? Where did they take the Steves?
So, I told the Steves to hide near an artisanal spring that's about a half a day's travel. Something's been going on with the water, and I'm not letting any of us, any of the Jeremys, drink any of the water. So I've just been going out to the artisanal spring, bringing water back here. That's all we're cooking with. That's all we're drinking. We're not
Have you tried the leaf thing?
the leaf thing.
You know, a blade of grass with a drop in it?
Oh, like for collecting dew.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have like a marzipan thing I do with fresh dew.
Oh,
Yeah. It's pretty great.
sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
It's a good like late night treat, but also a great like wake up treat. You know.
Mm.
Did you like the rice?
It was so good.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you.
It was the most moist, delicious, perfect thing I've ever eaten.
I can bring you mushrooms. Probably go with that rice next time.
That's a
Oh,
great
sorry to
idea.
interrupt. I'm
That's a
sorry.
great- yeah, mushrooms are great,
That sounded really nice.
but no, that's totally what I was going for. I feel like I wanted to trap that moisture. You know, to
It's
really.
like eating a Clyde.
Whoa. Yeah. That's great. That's great. We should have that description. It's amazing. Wow. Yeah. Thank you all for coming, because I don't know how we're gonna get these crazies to stop playing music. If you weren't here, I would have run out of chestnuts at some point, and they would have been, in pain, and I would have been in pain. Everybody, I don't know what these possums were really, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if they're thinking at all. Honestly, these are clearly a bunch of goons.
Yes.
Because of what they did to your town, what if you had your choice? What would you have done with them? How can they repay the damage they've done?
And he thinks about it. He's like, well, it's tough, I think about it in the kitchen. You always want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, that somebody can shape up, change the way they are. Yeah, they're not mice, they're possums, but they could be a part. They could be a part of this town. Look, they're not bad musicians, but the music they're playing, it's not right. But maybe I'm just got a little. Maybe my heart's a little too, too forgiving these days.
I just think you have taste.
Thank you.
I
appreciate
happen to have the set list.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if that makes sense, but just you rescued us, and well, I'm not sure what Piven would have done. He's really good at sweet talking and deals and that kind of stuff. I've got my own lane. I've got the kitchen, the food. That's what I'm doing. I think Piven would have tried to negotiate with them. And that's when you guys hear Irons goes, "Yes, pity the fool is tore up from the floor up. Not here now, is he? So perhaps we do need to have some executive action. Perhaps these opossums have overstayed their welcome. Perhaps we send them on their way. Perhaps we send them on their way, but make sure that they don't get back to wherever it is they came from."
But wow, Jeremy Irons.
He watches people pee, by the way.
That is untrue. Slander.
No, very true. You watched me pee.
It was, in my opinion, that you were not sure where to pee, and so I was just pointing it out.
Yeah, but you followed me and then hung around.
All right, I'm not a freak, everyone. All right,
But
and that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about what to do with possums.
it seems to me that this.
You were toes up because the flow's up. It was weird.
I have never been called that in my entire life.
It seems to me that this community is in need of leadership.
That's right. That's what I was saying.
Yes.
non-pee watching leadership.
Right.
I think.
So
I don't think it's okay. I don't think you're okay.
no.
I will not stand for this ridicule. I've seen this town through so much strife. What do you know, little mouse?
I know that you're weird, and you give me the creeps.
Well, at least I'm a Jeremy.
You're right.
Wow.
Jeremy should lead. And what is a chef but a leader of mice in a kitchen?
Just me, just cooks the food. What does he know about leading?
Excuse me.
Yes. Someone with experience.
Jeremy has vision.
And those top
Jeremy Allen White has vision, understands.
Jeremy White is a vision.
Correct.
Wait, so you're saying a leader, like someone who can take action?
Has experience, yes.
Like someone who has strength?
Someone who can make sacrifices.
Like Jeremy Renner.
Renner's a good man. Good
Yeah.
mouse.
Yeah, he is.
I respect him. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying I should be in charge. I'm saying we should have a council. We should have a vote. We should make a decision, but we should have decisions made. Am I wrong? Or should we just let these opossums, I don't know, keep gigging? What is it?
I think they're ready to go on
get?
tour. And I think
think
they
some
might
of
have a
them are-
message to share.
Ready to leave, but it's your tane. We are just passing through.
We're just saving you all.
And I.
And
we-
I don't want to get in a big thing or anything. You just creeped me out, man. You wouldn't leave it. I'll that's it. That's I'll talk about it. It was just weird.
That is weird.
And but I mean you're right. You're Jeremy's. We're just Gertrude's.
We're Bobs.
We're Bobs,
They,
right?
they
Right,
know
we're
about
Bobs, right? Sorry. Sometimes there's a whole thing, but we're just Bobs, and what we're just trying to help. And you're right. Jeremy should rule Jeremy Town, whatever this place is called. But
And you hear Jeremy Lin stand up and go, "We're a family."
Oh, bud.
right,
And
yeah.
Jeremy Allen White goes, "That's right, we are a family."
In the clear.
And then he looks at Jeremy Irons and goes, "And every family's got an elder, and youngins, and everybody could be a part of a family. So, Jeremy Irons, you're a weird pea watching freak, but you're still family." And Jeremy Irons throws his hands up and he storms off the stage. And you just hear me saying to the best, "I just thought he was into that. I wasn't sure what was happening. It's just a miscommunication. Have an open mind. Live a little. Oh, what's a little piss between mice?" And he just storms away.
Oh, that's
Wow.
funny. That could have ended.
Wow.
Someone clip that. Someone
Hard
clip
time
that.
thing.
Someone clip that.
Oh my god, that was great.
Jeremy Allen White goes, "Yeah, all right, that was really weird. My apologies, Bobs. Jeremy Lin, you're totally right. We're a family. Jeremy's our family. Bobs, you're part of that family now too. You did something for us that we can never repay. Thank you. We will do our best to make this up to you. But if you want to help the Steves, there are 2 possums that are in search of them, and I sent them over to the artisanal spring because the water is not all right.
Yeah.
Whatever's happening to it, and the levels are high, but also we shouldn't
That's why
drink it.
those chestnuts are weird.
Yeah.
Cause they're water chestnuts.
Yeah.
God, you're so smart, Bob.
Oh, you might be the only person who thinks.
And he looks at you and he points to that water lily. Points to that water lily in your hand. He goes, if it came from water, from this river water, something's going on. Just be careful."
Okay.
Could you tell us how to get to your artisanal fountain?
Of course. Yeah.
All right.
Look, I'm still kind of getting.
I think everyone
you know,
needs to sleep.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everybody gets to where they need to go before I can, before I can clock out.
So you
And
can stop eating those chestnuts.
yeah, I just look over, like the day's covers and stuff like that, and just go over the details and the receipts. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk shop right now. But anyways, yeah. So I'll point you. I can point you in the right direction, but I need to keep looking after of course, our family. Did you mention a wizard?
Yeah, there's a wizard who's controlling the water, and she's an owl.
Yes.
She's in a castle.
She also wants the Steves.
She thinks they're her subjects.
Huh. Yeah.
She also hypnotized some snakes. Be aware of snakes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
pretty bad.
There's I used to have like an upscale fine dining gig over at the Max's for a long time, and I don't want to get into it, but I had some family stuff that I had to get back to here.
Yeah.
But it was a hard transition, and I needed to kind of lay low for a little bit. There's sort of very, very special mouse that took me in and actually like reminded me that I should just go back home and it'll be fine. He lives in a castle near the water. It's on the other side of the Max's.
Is there a library there?
Yeah, there's a lot of books. A lot of books. I think he might know something about wizards.
All right.
What was his name?
Jeremy Crawford. He's in a castle.
Sure
He
is.
lives near a coast.
By the coast.
God.
If you want to deal with this wizard, find Jeremy Crawford.
Listen.
I should be able to give you direction how to get there too. But in the meantime, good luck with the Steves. Here, let me take you. Okay,
I'll
then.
follow wherever you take us, Jeremy Allen White.
Right.
Thanks so much. I was like, I brought the mushrooms. I love them. I love them so much.
Okay. Wow. So much is going on, gang. Holy crapoli. Let's take a quick check in here.
Yeah.
So, what's our plan of action? What's on everybody's minds, and what's each of your characters like feeling and thinking about right now? Let's start over here.
You
Joey,
monster.
What's going on with Bob Hope?
So Bob Hope is really concerned about the Steves and concerned about where the fact they've been scattered to the winds, the fact that the owl wants them for some nefarious purpose. So I think that's I want to say that's Bob Hope's main focus, but the talk of this mysterious Jeremy Crawford and the knowing about the wizard and being able to take out the wizard, because I think he believes that once the wizard is gone, everything will get turned back to normal. So
Okay.
I think like while his head is with the Steves at the edge of Still Spring, his heart is wanting to go and find this Jeremy Crawford to find and how to take out the wizard.
Okay. All right. So this is
The heroes doing the storybooks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this really sparks Hero's Journey's vibes right away again. All right. What about Lure? What's going on going on with you?
Lure is so worried about the water. And through that also is curious about this artisanal fountain. Also because he is, he's like, possums are big, they're fast. They might be able to smell the Steves there. So, like, that's his first thought. But then also, he's just kind of... I think he's starting to realize how big this is. The more people talk about, like, if you travel 2 days and all this stuff, he's just like, this is big. And, like, he's always kind of had a slightly larger radius than a lot of other mice because of the river and the water. But this is a very big endeavor, and it's starting to, I think, slowly sink in how far they're going to have to travel, and how strange it might get.
Yeah.
And so I think there's even a little bit of, it's not necessarily like fear, but it is definitely the wheels are starting to turn, starting to truly comprehend what we're doing. Because before it was like, oh yeah, we're just going to go down the river. We are down the river. We are very far ways up the river. And he's like, oh, this is the first stop.
Right.
And then we're talking about this castle near the Maxes. And this doesn't even cover the Fumies and the thing with the mycelium and so he's starting to like when you build a boat, you build a frame and then you start to go piece by piece, and he's starting to build all the pieces of this journey and going, oh, we're doing something really big.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, just kind of appreciating how large the world is.
Yeah.
And just for listeners and viewers, just to address a comment in our live stream right now, just to clarify that there's a mouse named Jeremy Crawford that knows things about wizards and could help to deal with the wizard that is the owl. Jeremy Crawford is not the wizard owl. Just to clarify, two different things. One knows a lot about wizards, the other one is the wizard. So Bob and Lure, the breadths of things, and kind of grappling with whether or not this is something you're ready for, but
I think it's more of a like awareness that he will not be the same mouse when this is over.
That's interesting.
But in the same way that when he left, and got bitten by the water snake, and his whole world changed to a very one-sided view.
Yeah.
He's never going to forget. And so
Yeah.
he's I think in his mind a little bit, or at least emotionally, he is in that moment drifting down the river before he encountered the great serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. Okay. So, Hope, Lore, Socks. What's going through Socks' mind?
Oh, so much, There's been a lot going on lately, if you didn't notice. It's been kind of wild. But I'm still, really just, in awe of the Jeremys, between Jeremy Renner and talking with Jeremy Allen White and being just, very moved by how he is. The whole package, if you will.
Fair.
A leader naturally, just thoughtful, enjoying that. I am very worried for the Steves. I have not obviously built a bond quite like 303 has with our Steve, but if that can happen, if they can come for the Steves, I am worried that the whole kingdom is really, really not safe. The way things are going, and if it's the water, and if the water can move like I know it can move, as someone who's also does a lot of stuff near the water, grabbing mushrooms like that near moist spaces and all that kind of stuff too, it's like I know that this could be a problem for all of us really, really fast. So I'm very, very concerned, and really ready to do what we need to do to find this, but also kind of I feel a little bit like in that hero's journey moment of like, this is huge. I am but a small mouse who's just fallen in love, and I don't know what a strange time and place for that to all happen. Why does it all have to happen all at once? Am I talking about my real life? No. I was like, oh God, why is everything happening all at the same time? The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful.
Life imitating art, art imitating life.
Yeah, who knows? The veil is so
imitating
thin.
TTRPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's emotional things, but also it sounds like you're kind of hinting at things as like seeing how you fit into this.
Yeah, I want to know what I can do to help, because
Yeah.
right now I do feel a little bit helpless. I mean, yes, great, we go to the castle, then what? Like, how are we going to contend with this owl? I want to know a little bit more about what the owl's strengths are, what maybe some of their weaknesses are, so we can maybe exploit that. To figure out how we can get them to stop. Because, like, what's the end game for the owl? Why are they trying to flood everybody out? What are they trying to do with these Steves, as their subjects? What does that mean, ultimately for all of us? Are we all going to be, held under some sort of owl rule? Who is going to help us?
Great. Okay, thank you. Socks, Lore, Hope. 303. What's happening for our little lab guy?
So, I'm not cold. I'm just being logical. There's patterns you have to follow, and if you run into a wall, then you pick a different direction and you go that way because you have to follow the pattern to get to where you need to go, and we have to protect the Steves. And I'm not cold. I mean I like I like Steve, and the Steves, and we have to protect the Steves. And to do that, I have to figure things out. And I'm really tired, but we don't have time to sleep. And I have to do this so we can figure out the way to save the Steves, so we can save Steve. So I have to figure out the pattern. And I'm not cold. I'm just following the logical path.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love that. It's kind of seeing this is where his side is as a product of an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of coming through here. This is great. Thoughts about the owl for 303?
So he's very concerned that the owl is his subjects, when it's like that they were this owl's subjects, and he definitely thinks of test subjects, and so the owl must be doing tests, and the owl is using the mushrooms, and the mushrooms are a part of the tests, but he doesn't know if it's his mushroom. No, not his. The network. Yeah, they're not his. The network. The network's mushrooms. And do they know about it? Are they the ones using it? But they've been hurt by it too. They've been hurt by the owl too. The owl's hurting everyone because the owl wants to control everyone because the owl's controlling the tests, and everyone's going to be the owl's subjects. They're test subjects.
Yeah, this is actually as a team. What do we think is the owl's motivations? What's the owl want? What does it feel like?
Do you want like an in-character answer or as like out-of-character problem-solving answer?
Oh, I love that. Hey, listen, give me the juice, whatever you want. Yeah,
I think in character,
give me both. Yeah.
Bob Hope fully believes that the owl is doing this because the owl is evil, and that's what evil does. It subjugates. It does things to take things from other people. It is hoarding. The owl is a dragon. It's a dragon who is also a wizard.
Yep.
That's fine. That's how that works. Out of character, I'm honestly not sure yet. I'm excited to figure that out, but I think I definitely had an answer for in characters. I was like, I can give you one.
Yeah. Cool. Kai/Lure.
I like Joey. I'm like starting to piece it together, but there's some like connective tissue that I still don't quite have. Between how the water affects the clearly like mushroom brain thing that's all connected into how the mice are being experimented on.
The network?
Yeah. Lure kind of doesn't care. Lure doesn't care why the owl is doing what they're doing because he thinks of it like the owl is treating the mice and obviously like even the possums the same way that he's seen larger creatures regard or disregard mice. So he's like, people just do this.
Gotcha. If something is smaller, weaker,
The
then
pecking order is maintained.
I must the old colonial mindset, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
But I think that might be also like part of his like, oh, I am one mouse and this is a very big endeavor. And that whole mindset, it all kind of going around in the are we big enough to change this kind of mindset that he's in?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, can the mice even affect this owl?
Because pigeons are big, owls are huge.
Yeah. Terry, Bill, thoughts about this owl? What's the owl's motivations?
Sorry. I was like, one mouse to rule them all. So I got in my head. I had to say it out loud. Okay,
Yep.
now I can move on
You're
to
right.
another thought. Oof. Okay, so this owl is doing some things. It has ruined essentially villages, whole towns at this point. It has, I don't know, maybe it needs a nest for its young. I don't know, like maybe it needs, it wants to have an eternal food source for its family, I don't know what their motivation really is. I think Bob Secret does care about those kinds of things because I'm constantly thinking about feeding people and what that means, to have your food sources, but also knowing that sometimes when you're dealing with your own food source and the price of, mushrooms or eggs or whatever, sometimes people make choices that they think are going to be helpful for everyone, but maybe it's not. Maybe the prices are going to go up for other people. in ways that they don't anticipate for those things.
So you think so wait, so Socks actually maybe believes that there might be some misguided, like the
Yes.
owl wants to help kind of element?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
Because that's what he would be thinking, I think, you know? Because water is such a, an integral thing to all of our lives, right?
Right. Yeah, of course.
It's a
Everybody needs water.
major resource.
She's making it magical.
That's a lot to mess with.
Yeah. Bill, what about you? What do you think the owl's motivations are? Just
So
we don't know much, but
yeah, 303 I think has come around to that the owl wants answers because the owl's running tests, and tests are always about answers. The thing 303 doesn't know is what the question is. And in his experience, his repressed experience that flares up and just shows up unbidden a lot, is that the pursuit of the answers can be relentless and brutal and soulless, and doesn't really take into consideration the subject of those tests to get the answers. They just want the answer. And there's a lot of fallout around that, and he's potentially like the flooding seems, he doesn't even know if the flooding's intentional or what's happening to the water is intentional. That could be like runoff. It could be due to other things that are happening. It could be either unintended consequence, or it could be very calculated. He doesn't know, but he firmly believes it's a result of this wizard trying to find answers.
yeah.
Right. Bill doesn't know very clearly what's going on, other than there's something about the Steves that is different, which is why I think the owl wants the Steves, because every other mouse community that the owl's interacted with has just been destroyed or things, but the Steves escaped, and there's something happened to the Steves, and the owl wants the Steves back. So there's some, if not the answer in full, there's some component to the answer to the unknown question that the Steves represent.
Yeah. Brad. Wow. Okay. Whew. I love this. Really, lots of deep thoughts, deep questions. Let's keep prodding. I love this. Okay. Well, gang. A lot to sort of like marinate on and think about, but clearly there's a lot of stuff that you guys are trying to mine and discover. Let us do this. Why don't we keep those thoughts bubbling, keep them, kind of moving underneath.
Michael Bublé?
Yep.
Make it Michael Bublé.
Same.
In the current moment, Jeremy Allen White kind of ushers you to the edge of this, to the edge of the kind of the perimeter of their water village, and points out in the distance to a somebody. Here we go. Would someone be so kind and so brave as to roll a d6 for me?
Go for it.
3.
Ooh.
A mid roll.
We love mid.
I was a mid roll.
So be a lower mid roll, like
Yeah.
Would somebody be so kind as to
Mid-drift,
roll
yes.
a d20 now?
Oh.
No one wants to roll
five. He's got a 5.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Thank goodness.
Good job.
Hopefully that's good.
What is his face?
Oh,
Okay, this is
We've done it.
perfect.
We've done it.
Perfect.
We
we
did
did.
it.
We won.
Yeah.
We won Mausritter.
All right, everybody, thanks a lot
Yeah.
for watching in. We
Just
won
a peek
Mouse
behind the
Ritter.
curtain. This is maybe boring to some people, but to me it's fascinating. I like random tables.
I do too.
So with the d6, I had you guys roll to see what kind of terrain we were looking at.
Sure.
You have to roll that it's forested terrain, which makes sense.
Yep,
You're next
sure.
to a river.
Yep.
There's also there's also mountains in the distance, so it makes sense that there's maybe forest near them. Then you rolled a 5, and on the list for forest, a 5 gives you a cold, fresh spring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Correct.
So I think we're really tapping into something here.
Dice said, yeah.
So Jeremy Allen White points in the direction of these truly enormous trees that seem to pierce the veil of the sky,
Wow.
which, by the way, is nighttime right now because you guys got here towards the half of the day and the sun has set actually, and some of the fresh stars, is that what they call them?
Fresh stars.
The fresh stars are.
Hey, what's going on down there?
Hey.
You're looking good.
Fresh.
Those are cheeky.
Fresh.
Cheeky fresh stars.
Fresh to death.
Yeah, some very catty stars are just sprinkled all over, are just glittered across the sky, and beyond them in one direction, sort of to the east, even in the kind of in sort of the fog that kind of comes up in the evening, you can still see the peaks, the sharp edges of the mountains of teeth, far in the distance, creeping up somewhere beyond these trees. But towards the west side, where you guys are now on the west side of the river, looking towards these tall trees with these like incredibly tall logs just sticking up, he points in the direction where there's an outcropping where the kind of, there seems to be like hills that kind of roll up, and then they seem to kind of come up and stay in an elevated position, and then there's sort of like a dip that almost is like a mini little valley, and he kind of points and sort of kind of instructs that if you follow down that valley, that dip continues, and that the trees begin to open up, and eventually you'll find yourself near cold, fresh spring, which is where Jeremy Allen White, makes this trek every day to get some fresh water for this community.
Yeah, he does.
And you
Imagine with his little yoke of little buckets that he
yeah.
and he keeps those arms just
Farm boy Jaron Allen White. Oh
That t-shirt hanging on for dear life.
Oh my god. Just holding on. Tailored to perfection.
He looks at all of you and goes, "It's nighttime. That is going to be a little more complicated for you. I wouldn't hold it against you if you wanted to wait till daytime, but
You mean take a rest with Jeremy? Oh,
what's that? No,
you mean take a rest here?
Yeah, you. Sure.
I'd like to check out Jeremy Renner. Oh.
Oh, Renner.
No, you're good. Sorry.
He's starting to come around. He's doing good. But if time is of the essence for you and you want to go in there right now, just tell me what you need. Okay, let's get you prepared as much as we can. But if you want to wait till the morning, I understand. But this has been a kind of a crazy few days for us, anyway. So I don't know. They've been out there on their own for at least 3 days now.
I think we should go. And as he says that, Lure pulls one of the. Oh no, he doesn't have them anymore. He goes looking for a torch that he doesn't have anymore.
Yeah, same. I also don't have a torch anymore.
Yeah, and then, like, oh, Bob looks at his back and then remembers he set it down.
Yeah.
But he's like,
Do you have a torch? I don't have a torch.
Don't have a torch.
I'm afraid mine was lost in the den of the Bens. The Ben
Yeah,
den.
mine was too.
You have a torch?
Probably. Sure. Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. Do I
I
have
don't
one?
think you ever lost yours.
No, I didn't, because I don't think I used mine like that. So, oh, I do have a torch for Jeremy Renner. I mean,
As you say that, kind of huffing and puffing, with torches in his arms, Jeremy Renner comes up. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing all right. Thanks for everything you did for us.
That's
And
a lot
he-
of torches.
And he puts the torches
Clutch.
down. I'm just trying to. I know I couldn't help it over here, and you guys are getting ready to go out to find us Steves, and he looks at you, Socks, and he goes, "You met me at a really strange time in my life, but you've been incredibly kind, and whatever I was able to make sense of from what I was trying to say, if it came across genuine, I meant it. Thank you for your patience and your kindness, and
if it came across genuine, and then I'm like,
Yep.
was this just a moment in the woods? Really?
No.
I just want to say I hope you make it back all right. And he's like kind of limps a little bit. He goes, let me know what else you need. Also, and he kind of taps Jeremy on the way. And he's like, I just found a whole stock of food that the opossums had rounded up. I guess they're planning to at some point hightail it out of here with their food. But this we've got some nice provisions here, some fresh stuff. And Jeremy on the line's like, Renner, my man, whatever. They pound they pound each other. They dab each other up.
Right here now.
And Jeremy Allen's like, Renner, how much food is there? And Renner goes like, I don't know. It's probably a good enough amount of food to, I don't know, at least bring all of you guys another level up.
Oh!
Since the town's full of food, that would be enough for you guys to earn XP. Since the way you earn XP here is you bring treasure back to the community. You guys defeated the opossum. The opossums had food that's very valuable to this community. Ergo, the treasure. You guys.
We brought it back.
So
Yeah.
we brought it back. Okay.
Aye.
Level 3, BB.
Oh man.
Three.
Oh, we gotta roll stuff now. Here I am looking for torches. In my pile of little things. Torches.
So when we level up,
Is there enough of that not only to level us up, but to get any of our rations back?
to get your rations back,
I only have one ration left.
just like one pip. Oh,
Yeah.
listen.
How does
So
that work?
let's make sure that the Jeremys are going to make sure that you have at least a full ration with you. I think you're
Okay.
good there.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's up to you because obviously you'll end up losing rations, but you can stock up as much as you want. I know that's probably overly generous, but I think you can have that.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say that. I don't even. Bill thought about that. Bob does not think. There was a bill like, oh, look, I have pips. Can I clear pips? And I'm like, Bob's. He's just going to realize he doesn't have food at some point.
So you guys are now at level 3. Stoked. Let's roll a 3d6. Roll the dice listed for the new level's hit dice. If the value is higher than your mouse's current HP, replace your HP with the roll value. Otherwise, increase your mouse's HP by 1. Everybody give it a good old roll.
Ooh. So we combine the 3d6 for a new HP,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Oh, baby.
Math. 2 plus 6 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. Okay.
Also, not to completely, warp this, but
We rolled the same.
for this leveling up,
Yes.
even though this is a complete meta thing, you can use meta currency for ducks if you guys want to reroll stuff. But you will not have an opportunity to rest and recover any more ducks. You're going to be going into this situation duckless if you guys want to use your ducks for this. But, up to you. We're doing a meta thing. Might as well.
That worked for me. Any increase is better than what
Yeah, I went
had.
up 4, so that's
hell
great for me.
Okay, so what's everybody's current HP?
10.
10 for lore. Dang.
I know.
Have we recovered? So when we leveled up, do we go back to our max HP? Or because
Or do we stay at 0?
Whatever you rolled,
Mhm.
that becomes now your. So if that's higher,
But our current
right,
HP.
Then you're
we took damage or it's HP damage. Okay.
yeah, it gets cleared. I mean,
Perfect. Then I am at 11.
great. Hope is at 11. Lure is at 10.
12.
Oh,
Woo!
probably
Come on.
sucks. All right. S-O-C-K-S.
We rolled the exact same numbers.
We
Oh,
did.
wow.
Too.
We did.
Dang. Okay,
Yeah.
3 at 12 now too. All right, gorgeous, gang. Give you some round of applause. We're feeling
Yeah.
healthy, Sprite. This is the stuff that heroes are made of. Little mice, big heroes. All right, now let's roll for attribute increase. Roll a d20 once for each of your mouse's strength, dexterity, and will. If a result is higher than the attribute's current value, you will increase it by 1. Otherwise, that stays the same.
Nope.
What was that? Sorry,
ooh.
what am I rolling?
Roll a d20.
What was equal?
I think it stays the same.
Okay.
If a result is higher than it only has to be. Has to be.
Got it.
So you're rolling your the d20.
Okay, I did that.
Is it higher than your strength stat?
No.
Okay,
And your
roll it
strength
again.
For my dex, doing
Yeah.
that next. Nope.
Okay. So my
You're doing great.
strength stayed the
I think I do
same.
well.
I'm rolling low like I'm supposed to, but not when I want it to.
It's hard to influence the dice.
Okay, I rolled a 19 for Will.
Great.
So did I.
I rolled a 19 for Dex.
So your will goes up by 1 point.
Okay, great.
Oh, by 1 point,
Yeah,
not
by
by the
one.
amount.
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
That
I'm
would be wild.
dumb.
Yeah,
Way
if you
too
go higher
excited.
than it goes up by 1
That'd be
point.
real broken.
Okay.
And-
I was gonna say that this
Thank
seems
you.
weird.
Of course. Okay.
Okay.
Hope, tell me your new stats.
Strength is still at 11.
Great.
Dex is 13. Will is 14.
Dang, yes. Yes. Okay, Lure, where you at?
My strength is still 11, but my Dex and will have both gone up. My Dex is now 7, and my will is now 10.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Socks.
Oh, hi. My strength is 12.
Gorge.
My dex is 10.
Gorge.
And my will is 12.
Gorge. Gang, you guys are no slouches.
You know, we've been around a while and we're doing some things. We're going out there. We're, doing our best, coach. We're, getting in the game, making the moves that you told us to, and really hopeful for a good next season.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that. We're all really excited for you.
Wow.
How did 3
I
do?
got some sports on me. My strength is 5.
Yes.
So that didn't go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
My dex is 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
Went up.
okay.
And my will is 8. That went up.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, that's feeling really good. Now I will just put it out there. Is there any desire for anybody to spend a duck to reroll anything?
No.
I'm completely okay.
No. I think we're
Beautiful.
golden.
Gang, this is huge. Oh my gosh. Well,
So we have our mousy fortitude, right? That's 1d6. That's some other thing you had us write before.
yes.
But I also noticed, because I didn't even read this last time, starting at 2nd level, your mouse has grit.
Yeah.
This allows your mouse to ignore conditions. For each point of grit you have, you may place 1 condition into the grit space.
Thank you, Mr. Roper. So you have 2. Each one of you has 2 grits. Basically, think of it as additional inventory. You can only use this grit to take on conditions.
Oh.
And certain second level, your mouse can. For each point of grit you have, you may place 1. When you place a that's right. So again, Bill just read it, but I'll paraphrase it. Grit is used for you to place a condition in there, and you just ignore the condition.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
I'm putting my exhausted in there right now.
Put the exhausted in there. You can put your drained in there.
I'm gonna.
Please.
And since you guys are at level 3, you have 2 grit.
Right.
Whoa.
Nice.
We're unkillable mice.
Dang.
So
Why would you
yeah,
say
I feel
that?
like now
You can
he's
break
like
that up.
I'm really
About
super
to kill us
focused.
next.
Like I'm focusing past my exhaustion. My drain.
The Xanax has really kicked in.
has really kicked in. Ooh, that means I could actually put a torch in my
Yeah, exactly.
back in my inventory.
That's right. You can have the flower mic and
Right.
the beautiful. Oh, gang, I'm getting pumped.
We're getting pumped.
You guys are.
Get to pump you up.
I need to bump you
Ooh.
up.
Okay.
Right here. I am. With my torch. With fire.
You guys 3 spent way too much time with that microphone.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It is a little inspired by like those karaoke mics. You know? I mean,
Yeah.
Hey, good luck. I'll be back to pick you up later.
Amazing. Okay, so we've leveled up. So we've got some torches from Renner. Mwah. Food from Jeremy Ellen White. Great. Mwah. And does anybody have any free spaces in your inventory?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Ominous.
Let's see. I
can find
think Jeremy Allen White looks at each one of you and it's like, in any way that I can help, please keep it between us that I call that other food prefix. I mean, it's not lower quality. It's just not lower quality. But sometimes you cook for a large group.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cater a meal to a specific taste. And he gives each one of you who doesn't have one one grain of wild magic price, and you still have your 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can carry up to 3 at one time. So, but it does end up taking up an inventory slot.
Yeah.
So you've got your 2, and
Yep.
each one of you, I think it'll be pretty funky. All right,
Do some weird stuff.
this is some weird stuff. Jeremy Allen White points out the slope. He points out where to go to wander towards the cold spring, and torches, food, stuff. You guys are loaded up. You hear in the distance, in the far distance, the impressive croaking of some frogs somewhere. The buzzing of fireflies. Crickets are doing their thing. And the wind begins to howl. The wind begins to pick up. The grass that's ahead of you is it kind of comes up to your shoulders. It's really tall. It's being blown back and forth by the wind. In the darkness, everything kind of seems to have shadows. And you all set forth from the village of Jeremy's?
Yep.
Let's go.
We're loaded down and ready to go.
Yeah. As you wander into this tall grassy knoll, walking along this flat surface, approaching the trees, you immediately have to scamper over roots, huge gangly roots that come up out of the ground, precarious. Each one of you has to sort of do all sorts of little parkour,
Not parkour.
helping each other travel. As we're traveling into this area, as we're traveling into this area, each one of you is, I think, realizing that this is probably the most amount of time that you guys have spent with each other.
Yeah.
And as you're moving along, I'm just gonna toss a little something in here for you. You guys have like some memories that materialize. You realize as you're walking along, you realize that living in Bob Villa, you've spent some time around each other, you know, but you've never been in this sort of situation before. And so you're remembering some things that have transpired with this person, with these people around. All right.
Let's go.
Let's do a cute, quick little thing, just to give it a little flavor.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay, everybody roll me. Let's do this. Everybody roll me a D4.
Read that. 3.
4.
1.
1. And 4 for Bill. Okay. Let's do this. So. Good.
Uh-oh.
He's laughing.
I don't know. I know. I see Artem doing math and thinking real hard, and I
And then
am
going,
scared. I'm absolutely terrified now. Love it. What are my memories gonna be? Sweet memories coming for me.
Mushroom time.
All right. Joey.
Yes.
So
Uh-oh.
for the listeners at home, we're tossing in a little homebrew thing in here, and we're using a little connections questions thing from the lovely game called Kids on Bikes.
Oh yeah.
By Hunter
Bikes.
Entertainment.
I do love that
It's a
game.
wonderful game about
On
about
bikes.
kids on bikes.
Done.
That's it. Okay.
We win.
End of my presentation. But it's about small towns and small towns and kind of little heroes, you know, those towns and the connections they have with each other. And I kind of love the way this sort of paints a picture of individuals in a community. Now, Joey, you either decide or you can roll and let the D6 decide.
Oh, look, I'm not gonna roll.
Okay, great. But basically, you have a memory that's either positive, negative, or actually kind of like neutral in a way that makes you kind of curious about this person.
Okay.
And the person you're curious about, or we have a positive memory or a negative memory about, is 303.
303. Well, let's see. What did I say?
Okay.
That is a 5.
You have a peculiarly neutral memory
That's
about 303. Roll me a d20, please.
D20.
Peculiarly neutral.
That's so funny.
A 2.
Like
Ooh,
it's
great.
been altered.
Okay. You have a memory that is sparked by the question that you've had about this character, which is, why do some members of the town seek out this character? Now, you don't have to answer this right now. This is something where you keep under your hat. But this might be something that you either approach them about, talk to them about, or share your realizations about with someone at some point, and it's going to earn you a duck.
Okay.
Kind of resolving that. Okay.
I see.
So,
Yeah.
so you got it. Why do some people, why do some members of Bob Villa seek out 303? Lure.
Yes.
You have again, your choice. You can roll for it, or you can decide
Oh, I gotta roll.
positive, negative, neutral memory about Bob Hope.
Rolling. A 2.
It's a positive
Yeah,
memory.
that seems right.
Aw.
Roll me a d20, please.
Aw. I like.
A 2.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So you have a memory that answers this question, which is, why do you secretly admire about this character?
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Okay, great. So keep that on your hat, and at some point again, it's sort of, if there's an opportunity that presents itself for you to share this, you can share it and then say, by the way, this is my question, and then you get a duck. Terry sucks. You have a positive, negative, neutral.
6.
You also have a weirdly neutral memory about 303.
So funny.
So neutral.
Who's your positive about? Oh, okay. I didn't understand that part. Sorry.
Roll me a d20, please, Terry.
Yep. 11.
11. Okay. Oh, okay. You have a memory that
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh
you
no.
have a memory that somehow speaks to this question, which is, what do you selfishly hope to gain from this relative stranger?
Ooh.
And,
That is a good question.
right?
Again, what do I selfishly hope to gain? Okay.
Cool. And Bill,
4.
4. Great. You have a kind of a negative memory that answers the following question about Bobby Socks.
Oh, why does she want something from me? No,
I don't know.
all right, so negative question about Bobby. Okay, and I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay. So you have a memory.
Mm-hmm.
Something about Bobby Socks that would answer the following question. You're sure that this character is hiding something from you. How do you feel knowing they're deceiving you? And so again, to reveal that, you'll have to
What? What?
find an opportunity.
Why is everyone shocked? Wait,
No.
what?
All right, and that's going to be there'll be opportunities for you guys to roll to get some ducks, but here's
Okay.
another one. Okay. And as we're traveling through the woods, these are the things you're reflecting on. You're thinking about these like neutral feelings and feelings of admirations and these possibly selfish thoughts about 303 and 303 kind of looking around and wondering, how much does he know of people here? The unmistakable soothing sounds of a gorgeous, pristine spring come to your ears. But it is quite dark. And as we're all kind of approaching this spring, a want everyone to add an element to this setting.
Mm.
We have a beautiful lawn, right, of grass that flows over to the spring. And the spring, right, it's coming from some source, because it's not coming directly from the river, but it's coming from some source where the water can be clean. So as we're seeing, we have a spring here, a lawn of grass, tremendous trees. Everybody add an element to this picture. It could be a mossy rock. It could be a knocked over tree. It could be something more bizarre, if you'd like a carcass of a thing. Okay. Also, we are in this sort of post-people world, so there could be also remnants of human things. Take yourself a second, and when you're ready, go ahead and toss in.
Hi everyone, this is Bobby Socks coming in here. I noticed this like strange old, looks like it could have been wood, but it's probably not wood, kind of like a weird box, and like it's like a rectangle kind of thing, and it's got these like weird like metal prongs like coming off the top of it. And it looks like it could have been like a transmitter at one point to me, if I knew what a transmitter was.
That's right.
But I feel like it looks like some piece of like ancient technology, but I'm not quite sure about it. And it's looks like it might have some broken glass around like the edges or something like that. But I'm not quite sure. But it looks like it's like kind of, tossed to the side, near one of the great trees that's over there by the spring.
Incredible. And if you were a human looking at this would be
A TV.
a TV.
It's an old TV.
Yeah, I love that.
Like an ancient
Funny
one
years
even
and
for
all.
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I thought about that before you said human remnants, which is just funny. I just thought old antennas because I was just thinking like, I don't know, my brain just went to Planet of the Apes, like,
Mm-hmm.
You blew it up.
Yeah. So. Anywho.
You finally made a monkey.
Yeah.
out of me. Beautiful. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Who else is ready to add something?
This is something me Kai loves. Around the spring itself, there is a like shale wall, natural shale wall that's just kind of carved out of the forest right there, causing just a small waterfall into the spring itself. It's real. You can go Switzer Falls here in Los Angeles, one of those beautiful hikes in the city.
Oh, you have to hike there?
Yeah, it's a hike.
Oh, we're good.
It's one of my favorite places.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
It's been on my mind.
I
It's up
did my
above
time.
Altadena.
My mom was my scout leader as a kid, and
Oh.
I went camping a lot. And
I did too.
I just don't do that anymore.
It's fair.
You can probably see it on YouTube.
I'm
There's-
hopeful that someone has taken pictures.
There's lots. I've taken pictures.
Yeah, I would like to see maybe some video of it, and then I think I'm good.
We should all get a hike and FaceTime you from
Yeah.
Honestly,
There
would
we
love
go.
it. And if you're gonna do that, please do. I just don't do that, but I love you. I love all you people that do.
Yeah.
And one day I know I'm probably gonna have to. Like
I also have a scar from that shale, so it's like embedded in my.
there you
brain
go.
forever.
And I too have scars from camping hikes of
That's
yore.
gorgeous. Okay, so we got a shale wall waterfall. Love that.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think that in the field, kind of closer to the spring, there is a single purple and blue flower that is blooming.
Ooh.
It's unsure of like where is it there on its own because everything else was picked and this one wasn't? Did they all die off? We don't really know, but it's standing out very singularly across the plane of grass.
Oh, okay. A single purple blue flower. I love that. If a human was looking at this, would this be
I mean,
any more distinct?
I was kind of thinking just a nighttime stargazer lily vibe.
Oh, pretty.
Pretty.
I love this. Beautiful. It's so like majestic and mysterious. Cool. Thank you. Hell yeah. All right, Bill.
As we're walking up, the ground beneath our feet is slightly soft and damp. Not squishy, right? But more give than what we're used to, right? And it's like, and there's a like a moisture there. That's not a dew point, right? And kind of it's because I think the water is underground fed, so the aquifer is very high, like in this area in the spring, right? And so like it's just the ground itself has a like an earthy dampness to it.
Okay.
And I kind of envision where we are from, where the Bob Villa, like there's the rocks next to the river, and it's a little more like hard scrabble, kind of cleared out forcing, and this is like very like lush.
It's giving me
almost.
kind of like peat bog.
Yeah, it's a
vibe.
little peat bog.
Yeah,
vibe,
like that. Your paws kind of sink into it.
Yeah, not like muddy, right? Not like where we're getting stuck, but just where it's got that little like little give, little feel.
Love that. Oh, fantastic. So we've got a waterfall near the river. We've got a discarded old TV. What is this perplexing thing? We've got
It's like huge for us, though. I'm
Yeah.
sure. As like mice, it's like,
That's
oh
a
my
city.
gosh, yeah, that's a full structure.
There's this single stunning purple and blue flower that's very near the edge of the water, and then the kind of connecting all of them, sort of the vastness is sort of this like this sort of bog kind of like very supple fertile soil, this peat bog vibe. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
I can smell this place.
Yeah, right. Okay, and then of course there's spring. All right, Bobs, where do you guys want to explore first? Do you want to explore the TV? Do you want to
No.
approach the
I'm scared.
Do you want to approach the flower? Do you want to examine, because again the ground is very wet and fertile, but there's still all these blades of grass that have kind of come up to your shoulders, and as bugs that sort of like have been kind of buzzing and stuff around, as you guys are approaching, it's getting a little quiet. So everything seems to have a kind of a quality of something unexpected. Or you guys do want to go to the waterfall first. So what do we think?
Wondering where the Steves might be.
It may be difficult, but getting on top of that strange box that gives a good survey of the land.
Oh, that is a strange box. Might be a good boat.
It looks like a building.
Maybe they're inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I guess we are going, even though I said no. Sounds like the rest of the kids want to go to the big TV.
Very tall.
Good spot to see everything.
Yeah.
It's fine. There's something that seems dangerous in there.
It's gonna be so dangerous. I'm already scared.
Okay. Well, so
Sorry to give you guys a cursed item. I'm
so-
so sorry.
are we all agreed?
Yeah.
It's time for the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. These bold, brave Bobs make their way over to this strange, truly perplexing structure. Bits of it seem to be made out of something as shiny as steel. Bits of it seem to be perhaps wooden on the sides. There's glass bits in it, and it's truly vast. And as you get closer to it, with the moonlight just barely piercing through the trees, it's very hard to see inside of it. But whatever the light from the torches reaches, it seems to be glinting and reflecting off of myriads of glass bits and etc. And as you guys get closer to it, there's a distinctive snort that comes from inside the TV. And that's where we'll end it tonight. Oh, thank you all so much for tuning in to Happy Jack's RPG Mausritter actual play, an all original adventure called What About Bobs, folks. This has been terrifically fun and so exciting. What's inside the TV? Who is it? What is it? Why? We'd like to thank our chat mods who are just making it a beautiful, wonderful, lovely, cozy, incredibly safe and inclusive space in the chat. Thank you so much. We want to shout out the terrific Patreons. Bless, who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of heroes like that. Patriotic heroes that we are able to play games like Mausritter and enjoy them without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity. And you too can join their proud ranks by going to happyjacks.org/Patreon. Folks, let's reintroduce our fantastic crew. Let's go around this time. All right, Bill seems.
Oh, hey,
like
okay, yeah, I'll start it because otherwise we're gonna have analysis paralysis.
Uh-oh.
So, hey everybody, my name is Bill Roper. You can find me he, him pronouns. You can find me on the socials at Bill freaking Roper. A couple things big coming up this week. One and both are tomorrow. So if you're watching this live, that's great. If you're listening in the future, you missed it, but you can probably go back and catch it at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. I am on the Severed Studios network playing Few and Far Between, which is our Exandria. Critical Role, they might be done with it, but we love Exandria, so, we're going to keep going. And we are having an amazing journey. We are in Portanali, causing all kinds of problems right now, or trying to solve some problems. Very oddly, I got roped into being a superhero to protect the neighborhood in a recent episode.
Oh my god.
And I had
That's the last thing he
they
needs.
gave me a mask.
No.
And they were like, so I was decided I was the Silver Spider. And yeah, it was,
This is the last thing
I was
he needs.
living my best Spidey dreams. But anyway,
cool.
there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. That's Wednesdays, 1:30 to 3:30 on the Severed Studios network on Twitch. And then tomorrow, I'm loading it up because at 4:30 Pacific, I am appearing on the Natural Ones over on Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. It is going to be insane. Jay Neophet, who runs that channel, is going through some crazy stuff where he lost a bunch of data.
Nuts.
Like his computer, like the drives blew out while he was backing stuff up. He's lost like tons and tons and tons of his stuff.
Horrible.
But he is soldiering on to do this incredibly special episode where the Natural Ones is a long-running, started in D&D 5e, then they moved to Pathfinder. Now they're doing Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, and then he has all these these one-shotters for 5-shot, or like in these cameos people come in.
He loves those.
And he's had various characters and players come in, and this is where he's taking a group of us that have done all of these cameo appearances and the core cast, and there's going to be 8 of us
Oh my
playing
god.
tomorrow night.
Whoa.
And the screen is amazing because it looks like either the Hollywood Squares or Brady Bunch, your choice on how it's set up. And I am as fascinated to see how Jay runs 8 of us
Amazing.
in this actually big key story plot point moment, all coming together as it is to play. So I play Temin Fenwalker, who's a gnome hunter, basically a dragon hunter.
Cool.
And he talks like this because gnomes, they gotta go kill some dragons sometimes.
Oh, I'm in love with it, actually.
So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be insane. So if you have time tomorrow evening, we'd love you to join us there. And of course, every Tuesday here on Happy Jacks with this incredible crew. This is such a delight to play in this.
Truly.
Amazing. Terry.
Oh shoot! Hi.
Who are you?
I don't know anymore, but
Terry
people do call me the Terry Gamble on the internet. You can find me on most of those things at the Facebook, I guess. I'm not really there, but I do have my Instagram automatically posts to my Facebook for those who want to know how that works. And so every now and again, I will go over there and check. But I'm on Blue Sky more often, I'm there. IMDb, you can look me up there too. Whatever. What else? What else am I doing? Tell me about it. This week, sorry, I'm so tired. This week is one of those marathon weeks. It's the first week of the month where I run sad karaoke last night at the Fable, the first Monday of the month. Blue Mondays, new order.
I see.
All comes together. You see what is present in our lives. Is it our lives? Is it RPG? I don't know. Is it all the same? Are we in the biggest
Yeah.
roleplay game we've ever been in? It's called life.
Ooh.
It's true.
Terry.
So I
I'd like to
did
level
that
up,
last night, but
please.
tonight we're here. Tomorrow night I'm at Act Bar for the first Wednesday of the month for Crafty-oke, arts and crafts and karaoke, the best night for introverts and extroverts to be friends and hang out in the back of a wonderful gay bar in Silver Lake. I shall be there 8 to midnight. And then Thursday I will be back at the Fable running more karaoke, regular karaoke. We just do it for a really long time. We start at 8. I'm not there then. I get there later. We go till 2 a.m. So it's a marathon. It's a good time. If you need to sing, come hang out and sing. If you're in
Singing's
the
good
Los
for you.
Angeles area, it honestly, it very
It's
much
real good
is.
for you.
Very much is. Very therapeutic, and it's cheaper than therapy, so come through. Friday, I'm probably going to take a nap, but just kidding. I'm going to record more episodes of Horror Movie Survival Guide because we got to make more for y'all. We're in the 400s now, and it's happening. We had a really great episode come out this last week on The Wailing from 2016, one of my favorite Korean freaking horror. Oh, so good. It's one of those I literally watched it, and I went right back around and watched it again immediately because there's so many twists and turns, and I was like, what? By the end, and so I needed to go back and like see the threads, you know, as it all came together. So highly recommend that. You can check out fresh episodes there. We also just interviewed Suzanne DeRoche Romero, George Romero's widow, this last week for our show Horror X. Comes out the last Thursday of the month. Really great chat with her about the foundation and George Romero's legacy. It is Black History Month, so I feel like a lot of people are like, what's the horror to watch? Night of the Living Dead, hello.
Yeah,
like, it's one of the goats for me. And so chatting about that and, you know, and so many other things that are kind of in the works, not even kind of that are actually in the works for them as well. What else do we got? Whatever else, find me on the internet. You'll find me. I'm there most of the time.
Amazing.
More than I should be.
Incredible. Kai.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. I'm Kai. You can find me all over the internet as Estella Van Ladris. You will not find me on the internet for the rest of the week for the first time in a very long time. Yeah, I know. We're taking a break this weekend for Transplanter because we have so many Aquariuses. It's silly in the cast, and it's our producer's birthday this week, and they get a little break as a treat.
That's cute.
And so I will be back here next week, and then many other things here and there. I say I'm taking a break, but I'm also recording a bunch of projects that will be coming out later this year, all for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So it's a break, kind of. But yeah, follow me on all my socials, and you'll hear about those fun up-and-coming, not-so-secret things that are coming out.
That's an LA break. I love it. I'm sorry. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm always like, days off. We're doing the other creative
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
we've been waiting to do.
Go check out my upcoming project with Tender Vicious Studios. There's a little teaser for it on their socials currently where you can hear me narrating a beautiful wedding. And nothing bad will ever happen.
Joey.
Such a beautiful wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Be a shame if something happened to it.
I think I read into that.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
I'm Joey. You can find me on all the socials at Faywilde85, FEYWILDE, or sometimes just Faywild, depending on if I can get that before the 85 happened. Not doing a lot right now. This is kind of the main one. I've got a lot of stuff in the works. Hopefully starting in March, and I'll let you know all about that in the socials. On top of that, Ren Fair season is coming, and it's coming strong. So that'll be happening the beginning of April.
That's like
No,
just like
that's
the dare
accurate.
me.
That's
It's just
accurate.
like
Sorry,
dare
that's
me.
on
You
brand.
think you'll practice your owl face?
Yes, I will. But yes, that'll be fun. Let's see at the Southern California Summer Renaissance Fair at Rogues Reef. I'll be talking about that all through until it opens, and probably while it's opening as well. And I will hopefully be posting on my Blue Sky about my season 17 RuPaul's Drag Race Fantasy League that I've been running with my
Oh my
husband.
god.
Yes.
I'm so obsessed that you're doing that.
Once I figure out a nice, cool, easy way to post about it, that's not going to be in an insane amount of threads. So
Too late.
we're still figuring it out. But keep your eye on for that because it's a lot of fun. And
Remember
I'm kinda-
Tumblr? I feel like it's a Tumblr.
Yeah. It's giving me
I'm proud of myself this season. We've been doing it for 3 seasons now, and this is the first season where I'm like, I am kicking your ass. Kicking your ass, and I'm loving it. I mean, I love you. I mean, no one else talk.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And hey gang, I'm Artem. My pronouns are he, they. I've been your mousy keeper. I've got this horror and sandwiches podcast called Scary Movie and a Sandwich that I'm cracking away. There's some audio episodes, there's some video episodes. It's a good time. Very serious, super duper important topics.
I feel like one day I'm going to be a guest on that show.
What? Oh my god, I would love that.
Oh my god, I can't
Um,
wait. I love sandwiches.
We pair sandwiches with scary movies.
You also like scary movies? Oh my
what they have in
gosh.
common.
Wild.
It's meant to be. My god, yes, let's manifest. This is good. So yeah, and soon we'll be featuring Terry Gamble. The Terry
Yeah,
Gamble.
excuse me, Terry Gamble.
Excuse me, the Terry Gamble. So I've got that. I've got another episode I think that I'm going to be dropping tomorrow. Yeah, it's a little teaser. It's about this Spanish movie called Piggy, which we paired with a pulled pork sandwich.
Of course you did.
obviously.
That's the only answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Love non-American horror movies. It's
Correct.
nice
They
to rinse the palates,
Correct.
So look out for that. So Scary Movie and a Sandwich podcast and vodcast. Apparently people say vodcast. We know what it is.
Oh, I don't even
whatever.
like.
I don't like
My
that.
whole
That
body
sounds
just
bad.
Sorry.
I don't like it.
I take it back.
I
Don't-
immediately went to like vodka cast. It might be
Me
in for
too.
that.
I was like a
Vodka.
sandwich with vodka.
Not.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Vlogs should
and-
never have been in terms that
and
anyone's ever used. So
And I apologize. It's a podcast that's available on YouTube and audio.
Thank you.
Scary Movie and a Sandwich. Also, to shout out again, Jay's channel, Reporting for the Wayward Gamer. I have a show that I'm part of called Hunter Team Beta. And it's like this time traveling. We're playing Hunter of the Reckoning, 5th edition. I think this was.
Yeah,
I keep looking at Bill.
Yeah,
Bill, you know.
I know. I'm with you.
And we dropped our first episode, which takes place in the 1920s, I believe. And we have episode 2 coming out in I think 2 weeks. These were pre-recorded a while ago. Jay's been doing some lovely editing on them, and I think the next episode takes place in like the 60s. So we're jumping around decades, y'all. This is just some
are you
teasers
still the
there.
same cell?
It's really interesting. The way
I
it
have some
evolves.
questions.
It's really cool. I
True
think.
story. Hunter was my very first TTRPG.
Oh, you know, I've been digging it. I like them really.
I played 5e. It's fun.
Yeah. I love a dice pool. I love the,
Oh, God.
the clickety
Throw 'em
clack
all
the
down.
bones, you know.
Nice.
So super fun. So shout out to Jay, crushing it. Also, look, I mean, I'm doing my due diligence because I think all of you are so freaking great. Following you guys' stuff. I just want to shout out Transplanter. Just started listening to Chaos Protocol.
Oh my god.
It's fucking cool as hell. And there's the editing is out of control.
I mean, we have the best editor for like the podcast.
Yeah.
Hemlock Creek does our editing. Mars over there is amazing,
It's-
and they make us sound so good.
It's stunning. It sounds like a radio drama.
Yeah.
Like you're sort of like you're so immersed instantly, like dropped into this like world. I mean, what do you know? What else do you want? Like it's got some sci-fi vibes. It's got vampire vibes.
Yeah.
It's
got everything.
wild.
We are
really into it.
Listen, if you're gonna hot multiverses, you gotta be cool. You gotta work for someone interesting and maybe a little scary. It's gotta be cool though, which is why I'm a cowboy because he's cool.
He's very cool. So cool. It's
Cool.
Most important thing in the world is to be cool. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Oops.
So yeah, doing my due diligence, but I just wanted to shout out Transplanter, and so gonna be checking out all
That's
your
right.
stuff
Oh, God.
soon.
That's right.
What else? Shout out Story Games LA, amazing local community. They're going to be at Orcon, and Happy Jacks is going to be at Orcon in a couple of weeks as well. So check out Happy Jacks there. They're going to be running their booth in the dealer's room. They're going to be, I think, a bunch of people from Happy Jacks are going to be running games. I think Dave's got a game they're going to be running. I
Ooh.
think Chris Gray's going to be running a
Dave's
game.
running Electric State, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
So
cool.
if you're in LA and you get able to
That's a
make it
treat.
to Strategicon,
Getting California David running a free league game
Oh,
for you.
so good.
Yep.
at
Unparalleled.
the California David.
Yeah. He's incredible.
So yes, if you want to treat yourself with some Happy Jacks folks and some Happy Jacks stuff, come out to Orcon, and also Story Games LA are going to be there in the Games on Demand room. And who else? I want to shout out Dead Gamer Society, a rad little horror RPG community out here too, playing some good TTRPGs. And shout out to my Mutants Casually Crawling Discord, where, just a quick brag, we had somebody on Sunday do a character building session for Traveler with us, and it was one of the most like far out fun things I've done in a while.
Yeah.
It had me like thinking about my life, my choices. I was like,
baby.
why does this character feel like me in my real world? Like, can I pivot their career somewhere else? It just was like
Yeah.
really interesting.
Wow.
It was just like, it's super inspiring. So very
Oh
rad.
man, I'm sad I didn't get to do that with you guys. Because
Listen,
I love running Traveler, and I love running. It's one of my favorite systems. because it has a game in the game, which is Character Gen, and it is the purest gift for game masters.
It's
Because
so
you just get
interesting.
everything at the
Oh
end
my
of it,
God,
all the
that's awesome.
connections and all the stuff you get to do. Oh, so good.
Well, I think we're gonna be kicking off like a West Marches style campaign on Sunday. So I'll hit you up. I'll
Ooh.
listen. You guys just reach out to me. We can
Okay.
get you in Discord. But wow, so many exciting things. And with that, folks, as I said at the top, trans love, trans joy, trans happiness, trans existence, all day, every day, all the time. Mwah.
Been
Nothing
here
but
forever.
love,
We'll
love,
be
love,
here.
love.
Correct.
Mwah.
No matter
ya.
what they say.
Um,
Oh wait, that's me. They just kidding.
yeah. Did you almost do a dab? I feel like you wanted to dab, but then you like
No.
gratefully got out of it.
I don't
No.
ever. Why did I do a
Anyways.
fake jab thinking
There was
about
like
it?
a
No,
dab
I
and the
don't.
finger guns
That's right.
into like wavy arms.
Oh,
Oh my
man.
god, you guys
just
are making me feel so cool tonight. Thanks.
Well,
You are so cool.
happy Jackers. We'll dab you later. Good night. Take care. Stay beautiful and lovely. Bye.
Thanks, Dad.